It's wow.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, you heard me?
Yeah, you know it. So stuck, man. Yeah. To the gang, man.
They know me in DC, they know me in VA. You know I got shot out the DMV. Zaza Genetics, New Jersey.
Yo,
Yeah. What up?
episode 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get the chat in here, man. Let me see the chat.
Yeah, we live and direct, man.
Smokes, King Mike, you know, the gang is in the building.
Yeah.
Welcome to QCE The Podcast, man. It's episode 4. Episode 4. What's going on? How you feeling, Brody?
Hey, man, living life, man. It's a good day. Glad to be here. Ready to bring some quality to the community through education, man.
Yeah, you know it. Look, so QCE The Podcast, y'all already know, it's the new go-to live stream for cannabis growers who care about real knowledge, clean genetics, real work, right? And staying tapped in with the culture and the community. So whether you're making your first seed run or just trying out better flower, this is the spot you need to be, man. Getting in tapped in with my brother, my co-host, 703, and myself, along with Team Zaza in the chat, man. So much love to Team Zaza YouTube. Much love to Team Zaza, man. We're in the building, man, for episode.
Hey, yo, I see all my gorillas in the chat, man. Shout out to y'all. Like
John, what up, John?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, astronaut in the building. Listen, I don't know. We might have something in the works, so you just got to stay tuned. I don't know. Maybe not. We got to stay tuned.
Hey.
Much love to my brother, Untrained Astronaut, man.
Yeah. If you guys ain't following them, check them out on Instagram, YouTube. I believe it's Untrained Astronaut. So tap in with
Observer. You waiting on tracking? No problem. Tap in with me on 703. I'm sure you is on that list, man. I'm sure you is on that list. If you want something, you would absolutely get it, man. There's one thing about
absolutely. I'll get you shipping tonight. If I didn't get you out, just bump your message up. My messages are going crazy right now on Instagram. I don't know where you sent it, but if it was there, I'll take care of you this evening. Don't you worry about it.
Hey, you make sure you send a DM on Instagram. Lucas Pandra, my sister from another mister.
I did send out 3 trackings today. So I don't know if somehow I skipped them in my email somehow.
No, it's cool. I know for a fact 703 been going crazy, grinding. He be sending me all of the stuff for the winners, and he's been kind of handling it by himself. So if you need me to jump in, observer, just tap in with me. I'll take some of the weight off 703, and we'll get some of y'all packs out. We also got 3 winners tonight, so I'll make sure I'll get those done and that way we give you a chance to finish up, the finalists from last week. And I'll go ahead and okay, sound like somebody dabbing up. You dabbing up?
You know it.
What you smoking on?
Hey, I got a lot of ways. That's a KFC. That's a KFC bowl, baby.
KFC. Hey, he just gonna drink out the river. Drink out the river.
Hey, you gotta wade in the water sometimes.
He got a straw and everything. Strain keepers. We got our family.
Hey,
family is in the building, man. John Lindsay, what up? Chappie, what up? Yeah. Family Unbreakable, what up? Dave, what up? Gotta show love to the chat. Ray, what up,
Ray? What up, Ray? John. What's up, man? Rasta. We got David Junky in the house, one of our previous winners.
Randy, what up, Randy? Man, much love to the chat. Thank y'all for rocking with us. This is QCE The Podcast. The first, we are breaking history. The first, and I'm going to keep saying it, the first monetized cannabis podcast, man. So y'all need to be proud of yourselves because you're making history. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting and showing love. And just like every other show, episode 4, we're going to get into it, man. We're going to get into some real education, some community highlights. You know, we got a new structure for our community highlights. So if you tapped in with the Discord, we got a new room. It's called QCE Community Highlights. That way, you'll be able to go straight to that room and post any highlights that you want to see on the following show. We got some new developments and announcements when it comes to the highlights portion. So stay tuned. You want to stay through the entire show all the way to the end because we got some good news and some special announcements, man. How was your week, brother?
Hey, my week was great, man. I've been working a lot this week, but it's getting a little more busy, man. It's been a little slow at work, so I'm very, very excited that I'm starting to get active again. This weather's starting to work in my favor.
Okay. All right, so y'all know me. If you don't, my name is Zaza Genetics. I am a breeder, right? I'm a breeder. I'm an educator, a teacher, right? And I'm all about community. So when I built this QCE movement, I built it with community in mind. I built it knowing that quality is super important. Community is even more important. And in order to build quality in this community, we would need to do it through education. So that's where the concept of QCE comes from. And thank you for being here with us today. QCE The Podcast, episode 4.
Yeah. And I'm 703. I'm tapped into the community. I grow for the love of the plant. I really enjoy different flavors. And whether you're a vet or a beginner, this is a place for you to feel comfortable, man. So we're really appreciative of y'all joining us.
Yeah. Hey, look, tonight we got a banger. Tonight we're going to talk news like we always do, right? But tonight we're also going to be talking trending strains, right? Breeding basics, some showing off your grows for some community highlights. And we got our 3 winner seed giveaways. So 3 lucky winners in the chat tonight will win some fire genetics, man. So make sure you stay tuned through the entire show.
Now with those giveaways, we are doing U.S. only moving forward, right? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, U.S. only. If you are in Canada, we will give you the option to pay your own shipping. U.S. will also be paying their own shipping. So keep that in mind as well. We appreciate all that you guys do, but we also appreciate you meeting us halfway when it comes to some of these quality genetics and just getting that shipping price taken care of. And, we're going to get you some fire out there, man. So without further ado, I want to get straight into the news, man. How you feeling about it?
Man, it's crazy. We're going to look at something here. This will affect everybody in Ohio pretty much. They're talking about lowering their plant count from 12 to 6. What do you guys think about that?
Okay, so yeah, marijuana backers criticize Ohio bills attempting to change the law. So marijuana advocates call, and I want to actually pull this article up now that you mentioned that. Let's pull this article up here, man, because that is a banger. That is a banger. And yeah, right here, marijuana advocates call bills to change Ohio's weed laws a slap in the face to the voters. The National Organization for Reform of Marijuana Laws hosted a webinar last week about 2 bills that are trying to change Ohio's marijuana laws, and not in the favor that they like, not in the direction that they like. So whether one believes that cannabis ought to be legal or is almost a secondary issue, the primary issue ought to be the elections have consequences, and the results of elections should matter. So that is a huge thing. We kind of getting into the more of the political side where they saying, listen, we voted and y'all promised us, and now you kind of going back on your wow, that's kind of messed up, bro. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. It's crazy they're trying to take from them, man. I mean, to me, it's like crazy too that they can do 12 and I can only do 4, man. So like, I understand their need and want to have that many plants, and I do believe that there's nothing wrong with having 12 plants, So like, it's kind of messed up for them to like give them the cookie and then be like, nah, you can't eat that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I mean, and they were doing good. Basically, Ohioans voted to legalize recreational marijuana in 2023 by passing a citizen-initiated law, meaning Ohio lawmakers can change the law. Marijuana sales started in August 2024, and the state's total recreation sales with 376,482,000 as of Saturday. Ohio looks like it's been rolling along pretty smoothly, and implementation has been going pretty well. Political Director Morgan Fox states there have been no major complaints from Ohioans, and it's pretty premature for the legislator to try to interfere at this point in the stages. So, man, that's weird. That's like, man, it's just typical. Typical though.
Hey, that's like giving somebody filet mignon and then telling them they can't have nothing but like cube steak for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying?
Promising them filet mignon and delivering a burger with some one sauce on it with no bun.
Old 70-30 greasy burger too. They did them dirty.
Damn, that's wild. Yeah, so Smoke says so. It's big business attacking home growers. Absolutely. Home growers or should be. I mean, especially Ohioans should be outraged, man.
Yeah.
Hey, and thank you, Drill House. Much love, man. Much love, man. Thank you for your support, Brody. Yeah. So, what you got on? What you got next, man? What's the next headline you got, man? Because I've been looking around too. So, what you got?
Illinois expands medical cannabis program to include 4 new conditions.
There you go. So, Illinois is the topic. Illinois Department of Public Health, the list of conditions eligible for medical cannabis treatment to include endometriosis, ovarian cysts, uterine fibroids, and female orgasmic disorder. Damn.
Yo, what the fuck is female orgasmic disorder, though? You ain't gonna say something like that, and we ain't gonna talk about what is that. I'm over here like, what are those?
Gotta see it, man. Illinois expands medical cannabis program. Man, that is wild. I never heard of, like you said, orgasmic disorder. Damn.
Yeah.
Now, hey, does that mean she can't control it? She just be busting off wherever she go? Like,
Yeah, dog.
Yeah. That's her joint, man.
Yeah.
Damn, dog. Hey, that orgasmic
the joint, though. That's crazy.
They pass her that joint, man. All right. Hey, listen, I don't know if it's helping. It's helping. So I'm saying pass her the joint. It helps.
Yeah.
I don't know what the symptoms are of the female orgasmic disorder, but
hey, my man's outside. Pass me the joint. I'm trying to chill.
yeah, Blunt Society in that building. What up, Blunt?
Yeah, Dead Ops. Shout out to Dead Ops, man.
Hey, man. Yo, man, that's wild, man. Yeah, so
yeah. Hold on, we got Penn the Observer's comment here, man. It says, "Sounds like a scientist couldn't please his wife, and he made up some disorder as an excuse." Yeah.
I never heard of that one, man.
Yeah.
Hey, also, uterine fibroids, ovarian cysts, and endometriosis. So those are all sound pretty serious, especially ovarian cysts. So, man, it seems to be targeting a lot of at least half of these issues are female issues. So that's good.
So it says each of the newly approved conditions involves significant pain and other challenges that medical cannabis may help alleviate.
Each of the approved conditions involves significant pain or other challenges that medical cannabis may help alleviate. Damn. That's a fact. Man,
then it goes into breaking down what endometriosis is. Man, I couldn't say that 3 times fast.
A condition where uterine-like tissue grows outside the uterus is known to cause severe pain and other complications. Similarly, ovarian cysts and uterine fibroids can lead to discomfort and chronic pain. Emerging evidence also suggests cannabis may benefit individuals with female orgasmic disorder. Here we go, guys. What you've been waiting for, which is a condition where a woman has difficulty reaching an orgasm. Wow.
Hey, it's starting to look like the Observer was right. Some scientists were struggling to make some shit up.
Bro, science. So this is good because we are really starting to look into these benefits and some issues. So pretty good, man. I think it's awesome, man.
Yeah, I mean, we've been over the last couple of weeks, we've had a couple different like medical articles like this where like there's definitely a clear left or right stance when it comes to medical cannabis in the community. Well, not even in the community, and like the mainstream, I guess we'll say what it is. The people who don't smoke the pot, right? They got a whole lot to say about it negatively. Most of them, it seems. But
what do you what else you got as far as the news? What you got? I see this some DEA
suspicions that the DEA rigged rescheduling process fueled by court documents.
Okay. Long-standing suspicions that the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration is adamantly opposed to marijuana descheduling. Damn. Or rescheduling. So, I remember we had that big wave where it was like everybody was all excited. Oh, they was even asking me on interviews, what do you feel about it? And I literally said on the interview, I'm not excited. The only thing, when I see the stock market in Canada, if it's not moving, if the stock market is not excited, then whatever they're talking about is not exciting. So when the stock market didn't move, I was like, nah. So anyway, long-standing suspicions that the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration is adamantly opposed to marijuana rescheduling and waited a public process to ensure it can reject moving the drug from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 under federal law. Pretty much are confirmed by agency decisions made public during an ongoing lawsuit. At least that's the allegation made in February 17th federal court filing by a group of doctors who were shut out of the rescheduling process. According to the DEA, documents made public as part of a lawsuit brought by Doctors for Drug Policy Reform, an organization of pro-cannabis research, medical professionals. The Federal Drug Agency considered a total of 163 applications, selected only 25 based on still unknown criteria, rejected participation requests outright from New York and Colorado officials, which basically supported rescheduling, and attempted to aid almost a dozen opponents of marijuana rescheduling. Basically, so this agency here is all for it, and they basically are shutting them out, kind of trying to change the laws. It seems like the government wants to tell us what we want to hear, then go back on what they said.
Yeah, that's absolutely what it seems like. They descheduled it and now they want to reschedule it. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it plays out, though. You know what I mean? Because you do have that fear if it gets descheduled, right? And it stays descheduled and becomes like completely federally legal, then you're going to have all these big companies coming in to take over, and the quality may or may not go down. I mean, I don't know. Big facilities aren't really well taken care of in my mind. I'd rather smoke homegrown weed than dispensary weed any day.
Yeah, legalization ain't the finish line. It's a constant push, bro. It's a constant push. You gotta stay engaged. If you represent the home grow community, if you represent, you let us plant, you love what we do, you gotta stay engaged. You gotta stay focused. Because legalization is not the finish line, man.
And you got to go out there and vote when these things come up in your areas, man. You gotta make that move. You got to reach out to people, get more people involved. I mean, it's all about networking.
Absolutely, 100%. So we want to do something different, and we want to kind of review some trending strains. But how about before we get into some strains, right? Before we do a little bit of strain talk, some of you guys' favorite strains out there. How about we do a giveaway?
Let's do it. Let's run one, man.
What y'all think, man? What's up with the chat, man? Make sure you smash
Gorillas in the chat if you want to fucking or a giveaway.
Man, I'm going to light my blunt on the stove because we really living like that. We're really on the front line. You gotta get you the snap-on torch, man.
This we really never let you down.
I mean, I have a my favorite. I will say, my favorite tool is my torch. This is my torch, but I don't have butane now, so we still in the trenches. We still on the click stove. Dabs, what up?
Yeah, shout out, Dabs. What up? What's good,
Never late, man. You're never late, Brody. Come on, man.
Always on time. Always on time.
And make sure that you tap in with, if you are a winner. We got to check that thing too to make sure.
I checked it. Have him check it today.
Okay, cool. Make sure you tap in with the email if you are a winner. And go ahead and post that email. I believe it's QCE The Podcast winners. QCE winners. I don't know. Dabs will put it in there. Let me know, Dabs. Much love to the chat. I'm going to light my blunt, man.
Yeah. This is my favorite part of the night. You hear the pilot clicking. It's like click.
Does that mean I frequently? I should put my bonnet on. We're gonna wear the bonnet, the zebra bonnet, for the rest of the show, man. Because I'm just feeling like we that lit tonight, chat. Yeah. I'm just feeling like we that lit tonight, man.
Yeah, he put the bonnet on. The bonnet and blunt is crazy, dog.
We locked in, man.
That's a statement right there.
We locked in, man. All right, we locked in now. Let's go, chat. Hey, all right. So for this, the code word, if you want to be in this giveaway.
Yeah, shout out to you, Grant.
The code word is Zaza. With the number,
hey, hit the soundboard. Grant, hit the super chat, dog.
Hey, much love to the homie. Hey, man, come on, Grant, man. Much love to Grant. We got to get Grant out. Somebody was working on that, right?
Yes, me. I was waiting on a pack of dead ops from you, but you only sent Dynamico, so I'm just gonna grab one from my crib.
Yeah, whatever you need, just let me know so we can get Grant out. Thank you, Grant. Much
Yo,
love.
Shout out to Dad. Hitting the super chat. Yeah.
I didn't even set the super chat goal today. Thank y'all, man. Much love, man. Appreciate y'all supporting the channel. And it's just a reminder that we are the first cannabis, monetized cannabis YouTube channel. So thank you. We are making history, man. And put in Zaza with the number 1 if you want to participate in this giveaway, man. ZA.
Hey, yo, my man Aaron Arson was quick draw with that, man. He had that thing, he had that thing in the chat before you finished speaking, my dog. He said, I'm in this. I'm here to win.
Yeah, thank you. Much love to the homie Grant. Much love to Thad. Thank you for supporting the show. Thank you for supporting this journey. We are in this from the ground up, and y'all are in it with us, man. So thank you. I look at y'all as family. I look at y'all as Team Zaza, whether you Team Zaza YouTube or you Team Zaza, just plain old Team Zaza. We love you, man, and we thank you for being here today, man. So 26 people in there. Hit that Zaza with the number 1. Y'all want some music? Y'all want some music to rock with?
Yeah.
Music to rock with. My blood keep going up.
The money ain't stopping, so I ain't need. Hot boy gotta feed, got drank by the lead, and the girl I'ma lead. The money ain't stopping, so I ain't need. Hot boy gotta feed, bees I'ma bleed, hot boy keep it heated. The money ain't stopping, so I ain't need. Hot boy gotta feed, got drank by the lead, and the girl I'ma lead. The money ain't stopping, so I ain't need. Hot boy gotta feed, bees I'ma bleed, hot boy keep it heated. Yeah, as long as they putting that shit, Yeah, my niggas gonna spend to that shit. Go keep bread though. When the beats go up, niggas tits up. I feel like I'm the hot. That nigga cocky, I'm trying to be fine. Chasing that bag for my son, that's a promise. You could get banged for them busts like I'm Giannis. I'm at niggas next like I'm Isaiah Thomas. I'm on the blaze, it's shame on you. If you ever played me, don't got the energy, I was too lazy. They throwing shots, shit ain't even great. A lot of shit fits me, I shouldn't let phase. But that's how it go when you walk with a fever. Say he ain't pussy, well bitch I ain't need. First I take over, then come with that E. Trust me, I meant it, if I had to set it, the money keep printing, so I'm trying to get it. And trying to get busy, you niggas pathetic. My talk is authentic, you niggas synthetic. I'm banging them, ain't nothing here. Shots hitting they cranium, doing them bad. I be with ganging them niggas, ain't built like that. Can't bang with them niggas, be mad. The money ain't stopping, so I ain't easy.
Yo, shout out to Justin.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Much love, man. Congratulations, Justin. Come make sure you tap in with me on Instagram. That's the best way to catch me on Instagram. Or you could just jump in the Discord. If you see us in the smoke lounge, that's usually where we are for audio. Remember, if you want to be on next week's portion of Community Highlights, right? Please make sure you jump in the Discord. Make sure you join the Discord first. But whatever submissions you have, whether video, photo, we have a media room called Welcome to QCE, Community Highlights. You can go in there now if you want. We're going to be showing a couple things in there today, but we just made the room. So, we want you to really, if you want to be shown on the show, you want to be recognized, please make sure you visit the Welcome to QCE Community Highlights media channel. So that way you can drop some media in there. And Justin, make sure you tap in with me on Instagram or wherever else is best. You can hop in Discord. That's good too. All right. Cool. We're going to get into some of the more trending hot topic strains, man. How y'all feel about getting into some strains, man? And I ain't going to be biased. They say, come on, Zion, you're going to be biased. Everything dead out, everything bowed out, everything. You're going to be biased. You ain't going to talk about, nah. We actually going to talk about the strains.
And we're going to talk about some other stuff.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some
we're gonna get out the box of stability. We're gonna get out the box of stability, but we're gonna take a trip down community lane.
Listen, we're gonna get into it. In the first strain, what's the first strain, chat? What y'all think? What y'all think the first strain we gonna mention? We only mentioning trendy, hot topic strains right now. Strains that are kind of busting in the community. Thank you, Dabs, for dropping that Discord link.
Yeah.
All right, so first strain we're gonna get into is Zope. Zope. Drop a gorilla if you smoke Zope before, if you experience. And I'm gonna just Zope is an indica sativa, what they consider from an unknown breeder. Looks like.
Yeah,
it can be cultivated indoors, outdoors.
And when I was looking into it, it's RS11 and pink guava.
Is it? Let me look at let's pull up the lineage. I'm gonna pull it up here, and because these are all raw reviews. Well, not reviews, but just mentions of these strains. I haven't looked up any lineage of any of these strains that we're gonna mention. So, all right. So Zope lineage. We got pink guava times RS11. There you go. Absolutely right. Pink guava times RS11. How many of you guys have smoked Zope?
I don't know if I've smoked Zope. I've smoked Soap, but I haven't had the Z version yet.
Damn, Aaron said I'd rather eat a bar of soap. Whoa. Damn.
Yeah. He's standing on that, though. He's standing on that.
Is it basically RS11? RS11 is gas, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
RS11. I know that's by Doja.
No, Doja Fino hunted it. It's by a dude named Deep East, Do Farms.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the thing. Okay, all right. This is the thing. It's like if you
Doja branded it though. He branded it.
But was it an agreement between them to do it that way, or do you know much about that?
I don't know, but I do know that Dio Farms was the creator. I mean, I don't know much about it. We can look into it. You want to get into it, chat? You want to see what's going on with that?
Dep Farms. So Smoke said it's from
Yeah, Deep East, Dio Farms.
Dio.
Yeah.
So what's the deal with another company claiming 100 and then putting it out?
Shout out to you, dog. Thanks for the super chat.
Hey, 444, man. Much love for episode 4. Thank you.
Yeah.
Code name, man. Thank you. Much love, man. Thank you, brother. Much love, man. I gotta hit the joint, man. I don't know if y'all can hear my joint, but I got to hit my joint, man. Let me see if we can hit the joint, man, because my soundboard. You got the soundboard. You don't got the horn in your soundboard.
I think it's in.
Come on.
Hold on. I got you. Where's it at?
Hold on. Let me horn it up, dog. My shit ain't gonna come through cleared up.
Yeah, you got the horn on there. You got the horn.
There you go. Much love, man.
Yeah, shout out to you, bro.
Much love. Man. There you go, man. Much love, man. We gotta hit that horn for my boy when he come through like that. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I will say this. Now, I don't know much about Zope, right? Besides what we have here, the lineage that we have here. But I will say RS11. Now, I think it's a little weird that somebody will take another person's strain and then put it out under the same name. I don't know, unless they have some sort of agreement to do it that way. I think that's super weird. I think he should have done the work of hunting a series of generations and then renamed it, rebranded it, everything, so that all recognition would be dependent on his. But nah, that's a little different. I wouldn't operate that way. I would have to have some sort of agreement with the breeder to say, listen, this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna change the name, and I'm gonna change the, because I'm doing the work. Similar to how with Khalifa Genetics, I took a strain that he sent me that was Bacal Hash Plant times UK cheese, and then I had another strain that he did, which was the Persian Prince, and then I separately worked both of them to hunt to F3 and choose a particular, my particular version that I like the best in F3. And then I took another on the other side, did the same thing on the other side. So now neither one of those, I take a name. Once I've outcrossed the two selections that I selected for, I outcross them. Then that becomes the product that I rename, rebrand. But it would have been weird for me to take Persian Prince, who was the father, and then just put it out again as Persian Prince. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you see it all the time in business, dog. Like, people are cutthroat in business, man. If they see a way to make $1, they don't give a shit about ethics.
Yeah, I guess. But on a positive note, when it comes to the RS11 shit, even though it's not his, apparently, that's why I thought it was his, because when I was at an event, he pulled up in person and I was smelling it. It was gassy and I didn't know where it was coming from. And my nose literally walked me to his booth. And that's how I'm like, damn, that's what I'm smelling? The fuck is that? And everybody's like, oh, that's RS11. It's just dropping today. So I'm like, damn, okay.
Yeah, that RS11 is good weed, though, man. It's good weed.
All right, well, this Zope shit, I guess, I don't know. All right, so Zope, is it a yay or a nay, chat? Yay or nay? Yeah. Let's do a poll.
Let's do a poll, man.
Let's do a poll. Give me a second to pull a poll up, chat, because we need to know on each strain, is it a yay or a nay? All right, and I'm going to get right into...
I see 2 nays already, man. I got one yes so far, though, so we might have a divide.
Don't even worry about it, chat. We're going to do a poll, and we're going to get the official for this one. And what is the name of this one? ZOAP.
Oh, D Graves said, what'd he say? Every bean company got their own version of the classic, Sour D, Northern Lights, etc. Like,
here we go, chat. Let me know in the chat. Yay or nay for the Zope? Let's see what the chat thinks about the Zope.
I don't know. I hadn't had it, man. Hadn't had it. Don't really have an opinion on it. I did smoke the soap. I did not like the soap very much. Yeah, the white labels degrades. I felt what you were saying, bro. Everybody's put like they just, man, that's crazy to me though. No, everybody does what you were just talking about. You wouldn't do. Like that's really what the business people with these big seed companies that got all these buku crosses. You know, they just chucking it up and feeding it to community like it's gold, man.
All right, man. From the Zope, the numbers are in. 20 people have chosen. 55% of you say Zope is a no-go.
55. So that was close.
50%.
That was close, though. That was closer than I thought it would be.
They wasn't messing with it. The people wasn't messing with it, man. They decided. You know, it ain't me.
It ain't me this time.
Nah, you did it. You tricked them in it. I'm like, nah. I told him it was. I didn't know. I just gave him the info. All right, on to the next strain, y'all.
Yeah, the next one we got is going to be Cap Junky.
Cap Junky. Now, this is one I also am not familiar with, but Cap Junky is an indica sativa from Seed Junky. Very familiar with Seed Junky, and can be cultivated indoors, outdoors, greenhouse. That's what they say about it. Cap Junky is highly regarded as a hybrid launched between 2021 and 2022, boasting THC levels over 30%. It's highly potent, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. Cap Junky was born after a collaboration between Seed Junky and Capulator. There we go. That's why it sounds familiar. I remember that was one of the less expensive drops because Cap was involved. Okay, I remember. Seed Junky typically sells his packs for a high. Me and him got into it a couple years ago. No, this was probably like 3 years ago. Neither here nor there. We don't gotta worry about it.
That'll be a story for the YouTube members.
Yeah,
join the YouTube. You might get that backstage story, man.
Shout out to Seed Junky, man. Always shout out to him. Anyway, the YouTube, good mention, because we got some new developments for YouTube as well. We are starting the members only videos, man. You're gonna see all the plants you want. You're gonna see me hands-on instructions with the plants for you guys. Members only. We're gonna put the plants in full blast because with the members only section, it allows us to do that, right? It's giving us that opportunity to say, hey, we let the companies, put the ads on this stuff, so we're gonna be ad free, and we're gonna go full out plant. So make sure to stay tuned for that. I'll be putting that together this week for you guys. So exciting developments for the YouTube members only videos. So like you said, that'll be good members only. Talking man, I got a lot of members only videos. We can talk some stories. Yeah. We can talk some stories I don't want to put out there, man, but members only. So we're gonna do that, man. So let's look at the
I'm looking at the lineage on this, man, and it says alien cookies, probably. By Cushman.
So alien cookies, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. So you mean to tell me 2 experienced breeders put out a strain in 2021, 2022, 2021, 2022, a couple years ago, and they can't determine what one of the parents was?
Yeah.
Interesting, man. I don't know. Maybe that's on the part of who owns this. I think Seedsman may own this. I don't know. Seed Finder. That may be on their part because they do. I will say this: they do make a lot of mistakes sometimes when it comes to lineage. No, I wouldn't say a lot. Let me not just throw them under the bus, but they have made mistakes with my stuff. So I don't know about other people.
Hey, man,
Mistakes with my stuff.
Look how many pages of lineage it is, though, man. Like,
I mean, what do you even continue to look after I see? Probably, I'm not that interested, man.
Well, on Cushman's I did, because that side didn't say probably, so I was like looking at it.
So let's assume, let's hope or assume that Alien Cookies is the other parent. Then we can go down the line and look at Cushman's.
Cushman's is the other side of the lineage. It's down quite a ways, but
Animal Cookies times Bubba Kush. That's some nice lineage.
yeah.
Animal Cookies, Animal Mints. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
times Bubba Kush. Going back to some of the original heirloom ancestry, looking for that original 98 Bubba. Wonder if it's the original 1998. So, that's some good heirloom stuff right there.
Yeah, that might be something worth looking at. Cushman's. I never knew until I looked at it. I was kind of interested in that side of the tree.
Yeah, Bubba Kush is always something that I'm willing to take on. I'm always interested in. I used to. I was messing around with a couple different, claims to be the 98 Bubba Kush, but I just wasn't impressed with none of the stuff I got my hands on from different people. But still, man, if you got access to the 98 Bubba, man, I'm always interested in looking at some stock, man, from that particular gene pool. So yeah, man. Shout out
that pre-98 Bubba's on my list of ones I'm chasing to find some legit stuff for sure.
Pre-98.
I'm sure a lot of people in the chat feel the same way.
Alien Cookies times Cushman's number. Well, this is Cushman's number 11 in particular.
Yeah.
And that's something that I want to, and I don't want to get. Yeah, I'm not even gonna put that out there. I don't want to give no ideas to the pollen chuckers, and but I might have to patent this idea before I put it out there, man. Before I put y'all on it, man, because I got a different way. We're gonna do this thing when it comes to lineage, man. We're gonna get more refined with it, as it should be.
I mean, the average person trying to read this chart here, you would get overwhelmed looking at it. I remember in the beginning, it was hard for me to see what's going on, to follow everything. Like, you got these, it just looks crazy. The way
I was just talking to the owner of this web. I was literally just talking to him like last month, and he reached out to me to tell me, I'm about to change back the old format, and I'm like, dude. The new format that you changed to is like the standard way to look at a freaking pedigree. It's a pedigree like for a horse or a dog. That's like this. So this vertical way here is really not the way. I mean, but it can be done like this too. But typically not.
I like when it's in rings.
In rings.
Yeah. So it starts at like the final cross, what you're at now, and it just goes out. So like they used to have it set up like that on the site. I was trying to see if you could still do it that way. They had a view where you could see it as like a map where it like showed all the way back the land race on the most outer rings and then showed you what took you to the final product.
So you mean similar to like something like that?
Sort of, but it was more like think of like a unit or a galaxy or something like what we got going on. The sun's in the middle would be your strain you're talking about, and all the things outside of it, each layer is in like rings. Mm-hmm. So like it builds out each step you go out to the next parent, to the next parent, to the next parent, all the way to land race. They used to have their site set up like that. I guess he got rid of it though. It was a legit way to look at it. It was a little less confusing.
So this is how I'm used to a pedigree.
Yeah, that's a lot cleaner than what they got going on there.
You know, from left to right. Yep, from left to right is how I've always been taught. Okay, all right. So the poll. What was the name of the strain? Sunday. What was it called? Cap Junky.
You know, that one was Cap Junky. Or are you talking about the next one?
No, poll is up, man. Cap Junky. Are we smoking on the Cap Junky? Have you smoked it? Is it your joint? You messing with it? You love it? You interested? Or you just say, nah, I'm good, man. I don't really like, whatever. Yay or nay? Cap Junky, yay or nay? Go ahead and put your thoughts in the chat. Let us know what you think, man. He says, Zah, you need 3 type of people to fix. You need a designer, a coder, and a connoisseur. Hey, man. Come on, man. That's why I say, hey, that's a fact. You know why? Because indoor grow, right, home grow is more a combination. We were just talking about this in Discord. It's like a combination for me of tech support, art, and gardening. It's a combination of those 3. So, all right. Poll is in. If you 73% said yes, we are smoking on the cap.
Smoking on the cap.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. Much love to Capulator, man. Much love to Capulator. Legend in the community, homegrown. He used to be in the homegrown community years ago, but they kept taking his page long time ago, and then he kind of just left and just started doing his thing. He got like this blog sort of. He's focused on this grow journal kind of website that he got where he bought his audience over there, and they kind of make bought his community somewhere else instead of Instagram. They kept taking his page all the time. He was one of those guys, just like a Gromer. A lot of us who come from that old school, we targeted. Yeah. You know, we come from that old school. We've had a target on our back for a minute, especially some of the bigger guys. Like those guys were much bigger than me during that time. So like the Gromer, Thug Pug, and Capulator, who's Mac 1. So
Mac 1 though, man. Mac 1 is an epic strain. That's one of my all-time favorites. I love smoking Mac 1. A well-grown Mac 1 can stand next to almost anything, in my opinion.
Yeah. All right, well, on to the next strain. We got a no for the Zope, a yes for the Cap Junky, and now we on to Jello Shots. Jello Shots. You ever heard of this one, 703?
Yeah, that's C Junky, right?
Jello Shots, also C Junky? Yeah, looks like, yeah, absolutely. Jello Shots F2 to be exact. Ooh, now I gotta give my opinion on this one, man.
Hey, they got a little video. Why don't we play the video for them right quick? It looks like it's a video on their website.
I'm not on their website. I'm on the Lineage site, and for me, F2 is always a red flag. When I see somebody selling F2s, because
I absolutely agree.
F2s is the introduction to your inbred line. If we are making an inbred line, then F2s is the introduction. Now, let's play devil's advocate and say, oh, well, I found something that was so good, I wanted to sell it. So I guess that's your idea, right? It's so good, I just wanted to sell it because people would go crazy. F2 is not even the stage where you would complete your work in order to sell it. So if you sell the F2 stage, then it's no more unless you some sort of preserved it and it's like a temporary like release or something. But ultimately, you would need to isolate and fix in whatever you thought was so awesome to sell during F2, right? Because that's your recessive traits, the introduction to your inbred line. That's always a red flag when people sell a F2. I would need to know why. What was your reason? Why did you keep it? Like, did you go further beyond that? I'm assuming you had to. Anyway, Jello Shots F2 is a tasting, so flavorful, and is also packed with potency. A cross of Malibu, aka giraffe pussy.
Yo, who be naming these strains, man?
So it's actually a back cross of Malibu, aka giraffe pussy. We then F2'd her, and this is the result above. So far, the male Jello Shots has passed an amazingly high terpenes, flavor, and great THC percentage. Make green flower again great. Make green flower great again. Have a dank day. All right.
That's a statement right there. Green flower great again.
All right. Let's look at some of the. You said it. I think that a little video, little AI. I think it was like a little AI video that he had on his website. Let's check it out. Let's check out the website. We'll look a little further into this strain because I had a little bit to say about it. So let's look. Cool website for sure. All right, I'm gonna mute my mic.
Jello Shots is a bright sativa with tropical flavors of lime, candy, and gas. Jello Shots enhances energy and creativity, making it great for daytime use.
Great for daytime use. They say lime, gas, and tropical flavors. Y'all fucking with that, chat?
Let's look at the lineage first for it. Let's look at the lineage. Let's check it out. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen it. Let's see what we got. All right, so giraffe pussy probably. Giraffe pussy. So it's an F2. So where did they get the? Okay. All right. So above it says that is a back cross of Malibu. Why does this strain have so many names? So it says it's Malibu, aka giraffe pussy. Then it becomes Jello Shots. How does this strain end up having 3 different names? And if it was back cross, how is it then still a F2? Jello Shots is a back cross of Malibu, aka giraffe pussy. Then we F2'd her, and this is the result.
So are they saying they made the cross and then crossed it again, and this is what they're selling? That's what I heard, kind of.
A back cross
that then they F2'd. So they did one inbred cross to get the F2 out of the F1s, is what I was understanding off how you was reading that. And they released the F2s, which I wonder how many of the F2s they grew before they felt comfortable knowing they wasn't throwing shit out into the community. Because, I mean, although you're getting good recessives, you can also get bad ones in those F2s. And there's a lot of genetic diversity there.
Yeah, I don't want. I could be high, and I just don't. My brain just won't grasp the concept of all of this. It's almost like a word salad where they try to. This will definitely fuck over a new grower. Like it's a word salad that'll fuck over a new grower because with all my years of experience, I don't even know what the fuck they talking about. To be honest, kinda. Jello Shots F2 is it said a back cross of Malibu, aka giraffe pussy, but in the lineage, it just shows it to be an F2. Where did the back cross come from? What was the back cross?
Oh, man. I don't know what they got going on there, man. It's probably down at the bottom if it was an outcross, right? From the follow the line all the way to the bottom. I think that's how that thing works. Right?
So here's MILF times astronaut pussy would have been the grandparents. MILF and astronaut pussy are the grandparents. All right, cool.
Who the fuck naming these strains, dog?
So annoying. You know what? I'm done with it. I don't know, man. Yay or nay, man? Let's see, man. What's the name of this motherfucker? Astronaut. And this is Jello Shots. So what did they?
Jello Shot.
What did they get these names for?
I got no clue.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. All right, let's start the poll real quick. For Jello Shot. All right, let me know in the chat, bro. Let me know in the chat. Jello Shots, is it a yay or a nay? Y'all said 55% of y'all, I believe, said no for the first one, which was, what the hell was that first one?
The first one tonight was the
something crazy.
Oh no, where's it at?
Something crazy. They didn't like it, whatever it was.
It was the Zope. The first one was Zope.
They didn't feel it. 55%. And then he had the cap junkie. Actually liked it, that one.
Yeah, they like the cap junkie. What you think before we get to poser, what you think the community is going to say on this one? You think they rocking with it? They're not rocking with it.
I don't know. I hope I wasn't a major influence on this. I mean, I got a feeling that they're not going to like it too much. I don't know. Listen, what I think has nothing to do with, because you got to figure, I'm coming from a very, my very experienced and picky. I'm very picky, right? And so you may still be able to find some gas like out of this world in a grow. It just might be stunted, or it might be some undesirable trick, or it might not be. I don't know. I just don't understand. It's always a red flag when I see F2, right? When I see somebody selling F2, and just all of that word salad, it's just too much to fuck over a new grower. It's really not straightforward. You really are not explaining, because if you're confusing me, you definitely confusing 99.9% of the rest of everybody else when it comes to lineage. So it's a no for me. But the community says,
what do they got?
74% of you say, hell no.
Hey.
Hey man, I feel like I might have, hey man. I didn't want to influence that too much.
Look, man, this is kind of how I feel about it, bro. I've never had a strain that I didn't want to try, right? I mean, for fuck's sake, I smoke cheetah piss. It doesn't even sound appealing. You know what I mean?
So you saying that you try any strain?
I'm saying I will try most any strain. I'm not smoking moldy weed. It got to be good grown by somebody who knew what they was doing. If you were a home grower and you grow some weed and you think it's fire, I will try your shit. That's what I'm saying.
Would you smoke colloidal silver weed? You've done it.
I did not smoke the colloidal silver weed. But you told me I was gonna turn purple like Violet Beauregard, dog.
Yeah. Don't smoke colloidal silver weed, man.
Yeah, you can't smoke the silver weed.
Cheetah piss is fire. I've smoked it. I have smoked it. All right, let's get into our last strain, man. Last strain. And this one is Devil Driver. Have you in the chat? Let me know if you smoke Devil Driver, if you're familiar with it. Also, from a breeder who's been around a long time, Tiki Madman. Shout out to Tiki Madman. Shout out to all the breeders that made this list, except Zope. I don't think we knew the breeder on that one, did we?
No, don't know the breeder on that one.
Yeah. So,
shout out. This one looks like it's Sunday Driver to Melanade. I'm looking at the lineage now on this one.
Yeah. Tiki Madman says Devil Driver may have been an intimidating name, but the surprise of many, this hybrid strain delivers uplifting, energizing effects loved by recreational and medical smokers. I mean, I feel like all of these freaking AI descriptions are just so perfect for everybody in the world. Like, I feel like it's just way too much, man, when it comes to the cannabinoids and endocannabinoid system, that to deliver these messages, like, and you see why me. You go up there, it's like, dude, we don't got no description on dead ops. It's because, I need to know more about the endocannabinoid system and the cannabinoids that's available in order to, I'm a doctor. I would literally have to prescribe you the right medicine, man. So ultimately, if I'm the doctor, I want to make sure it's as blank slate as possible in order to possibly achieve universal sort of effect. I don't know.
Dude, the lineage is really crazy on this one too, man.
Sunday Driver times Melanade. Sunday Driver. Now, hold on. Isn't that what this one's called? Oh, this is Devil's Driver.
Yeah, Devil's Driver.
Okay, and this is by Tiki's Madman. All right, so Sunday Driver. Let's see who that is. Sunday Driver is also by this is Canorado. Okay, so Tiki took a Canorado strain, Sunday Driver, and crossed it with Melanade, which is Midwest Best. Okay. So this was an outcross by two other breeders.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. I mean, it doesn't show anything he did after that. So we can only assume he hasn't done anything.
Okay, so Sunday Driver times Melanade. Canorado times Midwest Best. Tiki took two strains from two different breeders, did an outcross. Okay.
That thing goes back to Sour Diesel, Northern Lights, Hawaiian, RFK Skunk.
I'd like to know the work that was done to create this strain. I'd like to know what
happened after that.
Yeah, after the outcross, or even prior to the outcross. Like me, I do work prior to the outcross. You understand? I do work on a mom and I do work on a dad before I ever put them together separately. And then I make two parents from those two results, and then I do the outcross. So it's I do work pre the cross. So I want to know, was any work done before the cross? Was any work done after the cross? Because if not, then I'm going to assume, not even assume, we're going to know that these are F1s only. F1s only. And if that's the case, have we heard much about this strain, Devil Driver? Have you guys smoked it? Is it something that's taken off crazy?
Let's see what the chat's talking about, man. Sunday Driver I had wasn't any good. I mean, I personally had a baller jar of Sunday Driver rosin. I liked it. It was a good smoke, good terps. That being said, that was not recently. It was probably a year and a half ago, some shit like that.
Now, Observer said he feels like this might be a pollen chuck.
That's an interesting observation, Observer.
All right. Do you think Devil Driver is actually a pollen chuck? In your opinion.
in your opinion, respectfully,
based on, well, I mean, just regular. You know what I mean? There's no
Hey,
respect in that.
respectfully, man, respectfully.
Hey, so poll is up based on
He said, "I'm up in the poll on any of these." Nah.
based on the information that we, you feel me?
Yeah,
You feel me?
yeah, I feel
On
you.
the information that we came together with, chat. And this is the chat. They are learning, breeding, they learning the different, and these are all practices that we're going to take when it comes to making an educated purchase, right? We take this information. You see how we broke that down? You see how we, on the last one prior to that, you see how we said F2s, that's a red flag. Now we got some good questions to ask, right? Before we make our purchase and spend money on this hype, right? Whatever, it could be fire, but we want to ask educated questions. And this is how we do it. We focus on the information that's available through what? The lineage chat. W's in the chat for focusing on the lineage. W in the chat.
You could think is the lineage is like your roadmap. You know, like what everything happened to get where you're at. So you know what you could potentially go to get different things you might be looking for.
W's in the chat. W Mans for 703. Being such an awesome co-host, man, and really stepping up his game over the last couple months, man. We started with the Com show, right? And we made a real important transition that we felt was super important for the community, and we wanted to bring them 3 hours of straight, raw, uncut cannabis content, and that's why we have much love to our other co-host, Blunt Society, in the chat right now. Keep in mind, brother is in South Africa. That means right now for him is pushing 5 in the morning, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. So much love that he's in here with you guys moderating. W Mans, W Blunt Society, man. Much love to you, man. Thank you for being here with us, man. And y'all stay tuned because we will be some, future talks of bringing back the next episode of the Com Show. But right now, we got to focus on home. We got to focus on community. We got to focus on quality. And we got to focus on education, man. And that's why QCE The Podcast is up right now. Quality, community, and education.
Yeah, we seen what y'all wanted, and we're here to bring it to you week after week. So thanks for rocking with us, man. I love that y'all come here every week. Y'all are active in the chat. So shout out to y'all for making this happen.
Yeah. And remember, it's the journey that we on together, right? Y'all too are part of the first ever cannabis monetized podcast, man. And if we play our cards right and if we move correctly, YouTube Team Zaza, this is huge, even huger for you because you are the first cannabis YouTube monetized channel. So W's Team Zaza YouTube, WQCE, W Team Zaza, man. We love y'all and we're on a journey together. So that brings us to some more fire content brought to you by QCE. So let's talk about, matter of fact, before we do that, I feel like doing a giveaway. How you feel?
Yeah, absolutely. It's about that time.
Second giveaway of the day?
Second giveaway of the day.
Second giveaway of the show.
We're 1 hour in.
Yeah. 1 hour in?
I think we're 1 hour in. Maybe a little farther. I mean, I don't know. I lost track of time. I'll be clocked.
You're 1 hour in. We got a lot done in 1 hour, man.
Yeah.
1 hour. So that's good, man. I like it. We definitely gonna take a smoke break. We're gonna take a smoke break. Let's take a smoke break, then we'll jump into our giveaway. And then,
let's put the word up before we take the smoke break. So by the time we get back, it's ready to run.
Okay. All right, yeah. So this is for our next giveaway. Our next giveaway, your word, if you want to participate, is gonna be Pheno Hunter. Pheno Hunter. So Pheno Hunter, put Pheno Hunter in the chat.
One word.
One word, Pheno Hunter. One word.
And this is a good time to ask, man. What's everybody in the chat rolling up, man?
All right, cool, man. Make sure y'all look, this smoke break session. This is the smoke break session, man. This is the smoke break session. I really wanted to matter of fact, let's listen to my boy YG Guala, man, with the Teens Up.
Hey, check this out. Shout out to Vlad in the chat. He in here actually smoking on the I missed his comment. Where's it at? Next one up. Here we go. He said soap, raw genetics. My boy smoking the soap, which is one of the parents.
He said soap.
Yeah, soap. Straight soap. Ivory Springs. It's one of the parents of one of the featured strains from tonight's conversations.
Yeah, the Zope.
Yeah, Observer. That's tough times right there, brother.
Y'all got volume? Let me know if y'all got volume. I might have to reshare for a different screen.
Yeah, it's volume.
Trying to roll up, chat.
Yeah.
I got my blunt already. I only smoke leaves.
I know some people in Georgia, Florida, New York. I know people in California. I know some people in Texas, Michigan. I got a job. I know some people in Oregon, Mississippi. Can't forget about Oklahoma. I know a few out in Tennessee. I got a brother in Kentucky. I know some people in Massachusetts.
The word is Pheno Hunter. Pheno Hunter.
Alabama. Another feature out in Washington. They know me in DC. They know me in VA. You know I got shot out the DMV. Zaza Genetics, New Jersey. From Colorado, I know Cole. North Carolina, South Carolina. Gotta know somebody. Louis like St. Louis, Air Force Ones. 3 more A's, Arkansas, and Arizona. Some like to travel and some like to chill. I like to travel and I like to chill. We on the map. We on the map. You want me to say Canada, don't you? You want me to say UK? I might fly to Ireland on them. At least that's what they say. Loan money, cash money, NBA flow seats. If you own what I'm on, then you own like me. We on the map. We on the map. Came a long way from yesterday, ain't it? Today is today. I got some shit on my mind for tonight. From PA to Illinois to coast states. Wisconsin, Minnesota. Take me to Kansas, I won't see the wizard. How much for your plug to deliver? You ain't gotta lie. If you ain't really got it. I am not a killer. I am not a robber. I just do me. I just get money. Hey, what it costs? I could be a
customer.
Took a loss. Bounce back then, I won me some. We on the map. We on the map. We on the map. Hey, what it cost? I could be a customer. Took a loss. Bounce back then, I won me some. We on the map.
Go Bear Genetics in the building.
We on the map. We on the map. What it cost? I could be a customer to a loss. Bounce back then, I won me some. Gotta know somebody. You ain't gotta lie. If you ain't really got it, Gotta know somebody. Some like to travel and some like to chill. I like to travel and I like to chill. We going up. We going up. We on the map.
Miller!
Yeah, my man Miller in the chat. Let me get some gorillas in the chat while we vibe out. Smoke break. Let's go.
Shout out to my brother YG Guala, man, for the fire. All right, chat. Let's see.
Hey, and you know what? This is a good time to mention this too, bro.
What?
This is a good time to mention this too. If any of y'all in the chat make music and you got something you want featured on the show, send it over. We might check it out.
There you go. Good idea. Good idea. So are you saying that we looking to make a community song intro for the QCE?
Yeah.
Listen, 703 said it first, man. W Mans, man. W my man 703. W Mans. Because he just came up with a wonderful idea. We need a theme song, intro for the QCE the podcast. Much love. Drive safe.
Brought to you by the community. Who better to bring it to you than the community?
Yeah, if you do music, producing, interested, you make verses, you rap, you sing, you talented, you want to show off some skills, you want to be on this song, come on, man. Let 703 know. Tap in with my brother 703, man. We're going to get you up on that for sure. All right, gang. Let's go ahead and get this Pheno Hunter giveaway. Remember, you tapping in with me for this one. Trip Blunts, what up? Congratulations, man. Make sure that you tap in with me on this one. And as far as next episode, we will be officially, remember, doing all QCE community highlights from the QCE community highlights Discord channel. So you need to go in that particular channel or room, whatever you want to call it. And it's only media. So you can't talk, you can't do nothing, you can't type. You can only put pictures or videos. So go ahead, put your videos in there if you want to get showcased, highlighted on the show. Also, developments. I'm working on a book. I know you guys have been patient. You keep pushing me, Zai. Where's the book? Where's the book? I'm working on a book. We're making progress. I will dedicate to making sure we get it done. And a huge announcement is that I will be showcasing these community highlights in the book. So all throughout the book, high resolution, high quality photos. I'm excited to make you guys a part of my journey as well as we talk about breeding and educate and instruct, beginner as well as experienced breeders. We'll also be showcasing some of the grows from you guys along my journey, man. So I want to make you guys a part of the journey all the way around the board because we are family. We more than just gang, we're more than just team. We are a community, and community equals family, man. So congratulations to Trip Blunts. Much love. Make sure you tap in with me on Instagram or Discord. Make sure you lock in with me. What's good, 703, man? You look like you're in deep thought.
Shit, just chilling, man. I done took 3 dabs with y'all, man. I'm starting to get a little cooked over here. I might skip the next smoke break. You know what I'm saying? I might skip it. I'm locked in now.
It was a good smoke break.
It was a good smoke break. It was a good smoke break.
What was they smoking in the chat? Did you see? You said somebody was smoking Zope or Soap.
Yeah, somebody says Soap. Let's go back and look through, man.
Yeah.
We got
we
got mad gorillas in the chat, man. WCL for that, man.
Yeah, man. W chat, man. And make sure that you are locked in with the Discord if you haven't already joined. Somebody have been putting in there. What you say, Simon?
Somebody said white cherry runs. That sounds right up my alley. I would. That sounds like some good smoke. And the caveat to that, like when we was talking about the strains earlier, so for a breeder standpoint, no, I wouldn't like to mess with any of this stuff to build any gear. But if somebody pheno hunted it and found a good strain of it, for the retailer, I can understand how they're smoking it. You know what I mean?
So elaborate. When you say found a good strain for the retailer, what do you mean?
I'm saying if they found a pheno they like and they're just a retailer and they're not breeding, you know what I mean? They found one that doesn't harm. It has all the traits that they were looking for. They want to bring that to market. That's different than someone trying to breed with it, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think I don't know. I think when you're dealing with genetics, you have a responsibility to make sure that they are in the best form. So ultimately,
put this somewhere.
What we basically will be saying is that because it has one good observable trait, I don't need to check for any weaknesses or anything else that might be undesirable or recessive that I can't see. 703 caught up being a dad, man. We don't But hold it against you for being a dad, man. Much love to baby girl in the background, man.
Oh shit, that's Willie. That's the heathen. Yeah, that's the heathen.
Shout out to my boy Willie, man. Let him do his thing, man. Yeah. So basically, I'm saying like shit. What you saying is basically, I don't care if as long as he got some good.
That's not my personal opinion, but I can understand like the retail buyer's opinion because they're like, it's so fire, it smokes good, it tastes good, it's what everybody else is smoking. You know what I'm saying? Just playing devil's advocate here for a second. Now, from a breeder standpoint, no, I wouldn't use it at all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But it's okay to smoke weak genetics as long as it shows good observable.
That's what the average consumer might think. That's all I'm saying.
All right. I guess I
wouldn't expect that from our community, the QCE people either. You know what I mean? We're all home growers around here. We basically grow whatever we feel confident in growing most of the time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. QCE giveaways. Thank you, Dabs. QCE giveaways at gmail.com. QCE giveaways at gmail.com. Make sure you, if you are one of the winners tonight, make sure you, thank you. I keep saying tap in with me. No, don't. Please.
Hopefully the other winners are still here. Go to the email.
Yeah, go to the email, please. Thank you.
We're trying to get it to where things aren't getting buried in our DMs. Our DMs are kind of active these days, so it's easy to get.
My brain is programmed to say, just hit me up, but no. This is perfect. So please, if you are a winner, or if you have any questions or concerns, right, about your giveaway, shipping, anything, you can hit that email, and it will get to me, and we will make sure you are taken care of. We want to make sure that in the initial stages of the growth of the show that everything runs smoothly. So thank you for your support. Thank you in the chat to the mods who are, constantly putting in work and just, helping us get this done, man. So that brings us to, I want to get into some breeding basics, man. Some breeding basics.
We're going to do some breeding 101 for him tonight, dog?
Yeah, some breeding basics, as we should. And dealing with me, you always gonna, throughout just rocking with me and being close to me, you're always gonna get some lessons about breeding. Even like earlier, as we were going over the strains, we got some good lessons and gems that was dropped. So
some insight, for sure.
Sometimes you just gotta pick up what I'm putting down, but you really get it when we focused on teaching breeding specifically in a 101 level. So I think one huge factor that people are interested in when starting their breeding journey is setup, right? How much do I need? And a huge misconception, and I think I did a video. So if you are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to YouTube, because that's a part of our journey as well. The YouTube being monetized, the podcast being monetized, us as a family growing and building and starting to bring in new companies and advertisements and sponsorships. So it's all a part of the journey. So make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube. Now, I did a video that was kind of mentioning setup. It was also always about setup. But whenever we talk about setup, we have to address the miscommunications that people need thousands of plants to be a breeder. You got to hunt and pheno hunt 750 plants or 2,000 or 30,000 plants, or you're not a real breeder, right? Huge misconception. It's actually the opposite. It's actually the actual opposite, where actually the actual is crazy. Actually, the actual, actual opposite, right? So no, it's really the opposite, because a new breeder who's just starting out needs to build not only hands-on experience, but eyes-on experience at the same time. So you have to learn to even notice differences in plants, first of all, observable traits. You have to notice the differences in a population. And you won't be able to jump into 300 plants and go and look and walk down and like that's expert level. Like, why would you even put that misconception out? It's bro knowledge, and don't let it deter you from starting your breeding goals. Make sure that if you got a 2x4, then that's fine. If you got a 4x4, that's fine. If you got a 5x5, that's fine. It's not about having a whole bunch of plants. It's about knowing what to do and knowing the observable differences. Whether they're subtle or obvious, you need to be able to pick up on the differences. So that's what do you think, 703?
I mean, I think that I'm a walking testament to what you just said, more or less, because I took probably a year and a half to learn everything before I started doing the practical stuff. And it's not as easy as I thought it was after knowing what I know. You know what I mean? I thought I had all the tools, I was ready, but like you said, sometimes it's subtle things that show you differences between the plant.
Yeah. And I think you hit the nail on the head when you mentioned that you really didn't know how difficult it would be, right? Or the difference, the obvious difference between hands-on experience, actually doing the work versus learning it in the book and going through the classes, and we picking up all this information and we memorizing it, and it's cool. But then when you actually going in there, growing plants from seed, and it becomes an entirely different ball game. So you need to not only retain and grasp the concepts of the book knowledge, but you need to be prepared to apply it in a much different environment. And you need to start off slow. You need to start off slow and give yourself an opportunity to do it right. And the best way I like to teach people is to start with 10 and imagine it's 1,000. All right. Same way you could with stocks. It's almost like the stock market. I would invest in $500 and imagine it was 5,000. And then that would give me a bigger picture understanding versus having to be in that. It's the same thing. It's a numbers game. So you don't need to actually be doing it as long as you understand the numbers that's coming from it, the ratios and percentages.
You know, another thing that was really shocking for me to learn in the beginning stages of my breeder journey that I'm on now is how little of the population from some things make it through the stress testing to even have a chance to be a candidate to go to the next level.
Exactly. And I think that's a part of that hands-on experience where you don't realize that it could be my program as well, but stress testing in general, you'll realize that a lot of gene pools have weaknesses and obvious weaknesses heavy in the population. So when you really start to apply these environmental pressures and break these plants down, and it's like, oh wow, I would have never chosen. Mostly, it's really hard to find something that's worth your time.
Yeah, it doesn't happen every time either. So like to see these guys put out all the strains they put out in a year, some of these bigger companies, I mean, I don't know, maybe they got 100 breeders working for them making 100 different strains, but I doubt it.
Yeah. And think about it in a sense of some of the best, most educated, most experienced scholars of breeding come from the dog world, the animal world, farming and agriculture. These are where the best of the best scholars come from. And if you look at animals, horse breeding, only one offspring, and they do what they do. Millions, billions dollar industry. They are able to breed and do what they do through selective breeding. Dogs, maybe 10, 12, if you got a good litter, 8, 6, 4, 2, who knows? Could be random. 1, could be any of those. But also not a huge stock. Look what they accomplished over the years through just 10, 5, 6, whatever. Sheep, shit like that. Goats, cows, zebras, all of these different animals. including humans, one offspring, sometimes twins, triplets even sometimes, but we don't inbreed humans. I'm just saying, and an example of the number of offspring that come out. And the reason why I'm saying it is because you, as a plant breeder, plants in general, specifically cannabis, have a huge advantage when it comes to time. So don't rush your work. These people that are pollen chucking are cutting corners and moving fast for no reason, because you already have a huge advantage compared to the rest of the breeding world that only can use one baby or two offspring or 5 or 6. It takes them years upon years. And what made me think about that was when you said it's hit or miss. Sometimes when you only have 6 plants or 6 puppies, you may not find what you're looking for in that litter. So what do? You have to repeat the breeding again to come out with or you have to pick a new 6. In this case, there's another advantage. In the dog world, you have to repeat the breeding if you have time to do that. In this world, you just grab 10 more seeds. It's like so easy. It's so you guys make it so much more difficult than it is. And when you realize, that's why I always say, if you want to learn to be a good breeder, step outside of the cannabis community to learn how to breed. You won't learn here unless you got somebody like Khalifa Genetics or myself who's teaching you information that's based on other worlds, animals. Well, him is more like a plant breeder. But he's taking education that's from legal plant. I don't know. I can speak for myself only. We're taking information that's not from the plant world and bringing it here because it's the same information when it comes to reproduction. Reproductive education is universal amongst all plants and animals.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff in the dog world that I learned along the way, and you'd be amazed. But nobody, well, I ain't gonna say nobody, but most people are out here just selling F1s to the public, like they're doing outcrosses and selling them, marketing them, selling them.
Let me tell you, some of my best crosses came from a small setup, man. It's about intention, not equipment. So Boondocks Glue was created in a 2x4. And if Miller is still in here, I gave Miller the light that was used. That's why Miller's so attached to Boondocks Glue and always Auto Flowers, and because it's the light that I gave him that I used to create Boondocks Glue like 5 years ago, whatever it was. And it was in a 2x4 little tent. Actually, no. So let's go a little bit of history. I was sponsored by Vivo's son, right, in the beginning. And then AC Infinity came and kind of was like, yo, what's up? And then I'm such a loyal, dedicated person. I said, listen, I seen more benefit in that. And then I just dropped what I was doing with them. But at the time, and I was getting exclusive stuff that nobody else was getting. So at the time, they gave me this gray corner tent that was a triangle, and it fit like snug in a corner, any corner. And it was it was dope. I gave that away. I gave so much stuff away over the years. But that's what Boondocks Glue was created in. And that little gray, I don't even think they sell that tent no more. It was like something they was trying. They send me a lot of stuff that they was trying out, like products that versus AC.
You was getting the prototypes over there, huh?
Yeah, versus AC Infinity, who will send you something that is new that they release. Vivo Sun would send me stuff that they hadn't even dropped yet. So, and they would kind of want your opinion. I would always go in there, the lives, they would do a lot of lives on Amazon and stuff, and I would be in there teaching along the way and just telling about stuff. It was cool. But when AC Infinity came along, I dropped what I was doing with them. But I had that corner tent. Boondocks Glue was made in that corner tent, man. And it was a 2x4. Technically, it was a triangle, but it was the size, maybe a 2x2, actually. Might have been because it was a triangle. But initially, I created the first cross, 3 Bears OG times 24 karat right in that tent. And then eventually I moved the offspring into the 2 4x4s to have a better look. But yeah, man. Yep.
Yeah, it's funny how that happens. You start with the small tent and then end up with two huge tents. I feel. What does the chat think, man? Let's do a poll, man. Let's ask them if they have stuck with what they originally bought or if they've upgraded.
Have you upgraded your gear since beginning? That's a good question. And I'm almost already certain of the answer.
Yeah, me too.
Because
I feel like most have.
And how could you not, when we are a target for new companies and new genetics and pollen chuckers and breeders and all of these different, they target you. So understand that the only way to prepare yourself and defend yourself from being somebody's target, right? And prey, right? You got predator and then you got prey. You can choose to be which one, but you can only be either one in this world, in this community, right? You're either the predator or you're the prey. And when I say choose to be either one, with education, we become the predator, right? Because now I'm preying on your company. I'm asking educated questions. I'm hawking you down now. I'm like, yo, listen, man, you're not just telling me anything and putting the glitter on the package and throwing some cool shit in there and making it look fly. And based on my lack of education, I'm going to be excited about it. Nah, I'm highly educated. Shout out to AC Infinity. That's a plug. Shout out to AC Infinity. That's a show.
Yeah.
AC Infinity. But yeah, I'm really highly educated, for real. So, yeah, and because of that,
since you mentioned AC Infinity, it's a good time to let them know. If you guys need anything off their website, make sure you use the code Team Zaza for a discount at checkout.
There you go. ZazaGenetics.com as well. We are coming up with a new sale, man. I feel like we need to create a new sale for the website, and a new coupon code, man. So let me know in the chat what you want that coupon code to be. Make sure if you visit AC Infinity, you use code Team Zaza. That is my partners over at AC Infinity. So they have been around a long time, you know. So much love to them. They've always shown love to the community. You know, I've gave away a ton of AC Infinity stuff over the years. So, you know, I'm always grateful for the support that they, you know, that they provide for the gang, man, you know. So let me know. All right, so listen, I'm going to give the chat 40% off. Let me get it. Matter of fact, we're going to do a sale on the website, man.
The observer says the code should be QCE.
QCE? That's the code? QCE the observer? All right, so we're doing a coupon code then. 40% off if you use coupon code QCE, man. 40% off. All genetics. Shout out to the observer. That's your code, man. QCE, man. Much love. All right, so I got sidetracked in my brain a little bit, probably not too much. We was getting into a little bit of breeding 101, man. So let's go over some keywords too, man. I want to hit some keywords that I think are important language, and this is the portion of the show where feel free to take notes. In 703, you are going to respond if you are familiar and remember yes or no. And I'm going to just pull up, not pull up, but I'm going to mention a series of language.
You're going to make me pull my notes out. I got my old handy dandy notebook in my hand now.
Yeah, I'm going to my lessons here, and we are going to get into some. Now let me move this over here. All right, we're gonna get into some language because language is super important. And that's what I always teach my guys. The first thing about language, right? 40% off. That's right, B4 40. Absolutely, man. It is not a misquote. You're 100% right. If you use code QCE, you're getting 40% off the website, man. So much love to y'all. You just got to give me a chance. Once the show is over, I'm going to run over it. Matter of fact, we'll do it during the next smoke break. During the next smoke break, I'm going to jump on my phone, or I'll jump right here on the website, and then I'll do it real quick. I'll edit that. All right? Remind me during the next smoke break. Y'all got to remind me in the chat. Make sure you smash the like button if you are enjoying the show so far. This is episode 4 of QCE. We just getting started. Thank y'all for rocking with us.
Yeah, for sure.
This is the breeding education. Thank you, Dabs, man. Much love, man. Thank you. That's exactly what it's going to be. 40% off. We during the next smoke break, though, I'm gonna activate that coupon code for y'all. All right. So I'm gonna give you a definition. You tell me the word, and in chat, if you're in the chat, you need to take notes and write these words down because language is super important. I was getting into how important it is because if you, especially for people who are self-taught and have a self-taught education, right? You need to be able to,
trying to throw me off my game with the switch up. You go give me the definition. All right, I got you.
Yeah, let me give you the definition. Increase vitality and superior qualities arising from a crossbreeding of genetically different organisms. Ooh, that's a little tricky.
That's an outcross.
That was a good answer, but that's not what I'm looking for. So here are your keywords: increase vitality, or superior qualities.
Hybrid vigor? Is that what you're talking about? All right.
Good job, 703 coming in clutch. W Mans, W703 chat, man. Good job.
Let's go.
If y'all in the chat, y'all need to write that word down. His word was hybrid vigor. Absolutely. Good job, Bob Gnarly, if you already had that in the pocket. Good job.
This is like being on Jeopardy, man, but I don't got the buzzer. I'm not fighting with Bearded. I'm not fighting with Bearded to get the answers now.
Dude, this is like being on Jeopardy. You just don't win shit.
That's it. Hey.
But it's fun.
I'll take cannabis for 800, Zah.
All right, so this is a form of inbreeding that aims to maintain a close genetic relationship to one specific ancestor or a couple while minimizing the risk of inbreeding depression. Ooh.
While minimizing the risk of inbreeding.
All right, so I'm going to say it again. Hold on. A form of inbreeding that aims to maintain close genetic relationship to a specific desirable ancestor.
A backcross.
Nope. I like that answer. Think about this one for a second. Y'all notice, if you're in the chat, Bearded should definitely know this.
Yeah. Bearded, where you at, bro?
No,
this is when I would have been like, yo, hopefully he hits the buzzer before me.
Observer!
Okay, yeah, line breeding. Yeah. Okay. Line breeding.
Good job, Observer. Absolutely. Remember, you're all stars.
Now, backcrosser would be a form of line breeding too, though. So that's why it was a partial answer.
Well, when we think about a specific ancestor, we know we're looking at the lineage and we're trying to duplicate some awesome traits that ancestor brought to the table. So in order to do that, we focus on different breedings that take place around that ancestor. We focus on reintroduce. So
and that's how you get like 5 times whatever name.
Exactly.
Whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. 5 times, 6 times, 10 times, whatever, right? Yeah. It might be a dog, right? And then that dog, his great-grandfather may have been a champion, 3 times champion or whatever. So you'll notice that they try to repeat him through inbreedings in the pedigree multiple times. And you'll see him, that particular dog shows up in this puppy's pedigree 8 times or 5 times. So what it say?
And in the weed, you can find that in a lot of the old school stuff. It all goes back to heavy Afghan lineage on some of the OG favorite strains. I've been noticing that a lot. I like looking at lineage, though, people. I don't know if y'all do, but me and Brad, we like looking at lineage.
You have to. It's required. And this is a way that breeders also promote their lineup, the new line of puppies that drop, right? You can say, 10 times dead ops in these puppies, you know? Or if it was a dog called Dead Ops, right? If we had a dog called Dead Ops that was just so awesome, he was like a champion, but he was dead. He's gone. He was a champion 10, 15 years ago. He was killing shit. He was one of the most famous dogs. And now I have a litter of puppies today, and I can say, yo, this litter of puppies is 8 times Dead Ops, man. That's a line breeding.
Yeah.
Line breeding. Good job, Observer. Good job, 703. On to the next one. Mating of unrelated individuals within a breed or population to introduce genetic diversity.
Outcross.
Outcross. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. That's an outcross. Good job, man. Breeding a hybrid offspring back with one of its parent varieties or an individual genetically similar to the parent. Uncle, aunt.
Backcross.
Backcross. Absolutely. Y'all make sure y'all writing these keywords down in the chat. All right.
Threw me off with the line breeding, man. I would like to ban flawless through this section. I want the chat to know that.
Well, don't be ahead of yourself because it's about to get harder. So, the genetic makeup of an organism.
Pause.
Pause. That was a pause. You got me there. That was official. I definitely. That was official. So, it's about to get difficult moving forward. The genetic makeup of an organism, the specific alleles present at one or more loci.
The phenotype?
No. That was a good answer. That was a good guess. I would say it was a good guess.
Because alleles are observable traits, right? And Loki's locations.
Well, no. Alleles are not observable traits. No.
Well, different alleles are observable, right?
Alleles are a version of a gene. But those
and you got two, but the one we're dealing with, the non-recessive one, right, is the visible one, unless it's brought out through the recessives, right?
Well, yeah. So the version can be recessive or dominant, yeah, of course. But the genetic makeup of an organism, I think you got more confused when we said the specific alleles present at one or more loci. But if you just focus on the genetic makeup, what do we get?
The genotype.
Thank you. Good job, man. That's cool. The genotype. Absolutely. The genetic makeup. And then you can remember it's also the specific alleles that are present at one or more locis. Think about it. It's telling you alleles that are present at one or more loci because alleles are versions of a gene.
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go. All right, now.
When you said one or more locations, I somehow put multiple alleles being seen, like, so that's how I went with phenotype, like, because that would be what you're seeing.
And remember, you have several different keywords in that sentence, in that definition. Loci, genotype, alleles. These are all 3 words that are super important in your initial building block foundation of your breeding journey. So write those down if you're in the chat, and if you're a new and upcoming breeder, even if you are a grower who wants to make good, educated purchases from a so-called breeder, and you want to know more than he does, you don't need to know a lot. Just learn these keywords, understand them, and we'll build on learning more. So those 3 words, genotype, alleles, and loci. Loci, Loci. Basically, the location the location where alleles are at, but this is the location on chromosomes. So everything backtracks, right? Everything keeps going deeper and deeper and deeper. It's always deeper levels, right? And now we're getting into chromosomes when we think in terms of loci. On the chromosome, there's a location where the alleles sit. And that loci is the location, or known as loci, and where the alleles sit. And all of that stuff is the genotype, the genetic makeup of an organism, and the specific alleles present that are at that loci. So good job, gang. Good job, 703. He snatched up phenotype pretty quick. Observable traits. Those are observable traits.
Yeah.
Characteristics.
I fucked up and didn't listen all the way, dog.
Well, that definition is really simple too, because phenotype. If you don't hear the word observable traits, then you can automatically know that it's not dealing with phenotype.
Yeah.
If we look at the definition of phenotype, it has to keyword is observable. Observable traits or characteristics of an organism resulting from what?
Environment and genetics.
Thank you. Genotype times environment equals phenotype.
Yep.
Absolutely. Stay on course, right? It's only getting tricky because it's new to you. But as we get more comfortable, absolutely, Bob Marley, good job. As we get more comfortable, it becomes like second nature. That's why it's good for 703. It is like riding a bike. I always stay sharp. So I'm always in the gym, right? I tell all my students in the beginning when they first come, I told 703, Goldbeard, all the best students, I say, listen, it's your job to always try to learn more than me. And it's my job to make sure you never can, right? That I'm always so sharp that you can never, Danielson can never catch up with Mr. Miyagi, but I would never let him know that. I always tell him that's what you got to do. Your goal is to learn more than me and be sharper at me than this, to learn more than me, dig deeper than me, have more knowledge and breeding skills than me. That's your job. And my job is to never let you do that. So if we always
and that's why steel sharpens steel.
There you go. Perfect example. Absolutely, Bob Gnarly. Geno times environment equals pheno. Because we know pheno is the observable traits. That's why stress testing is so important, because it creates the phenotypes. It exposes them. Environment creates the phenotypes, and when we stress test, it exposes weakness to the environment, right? It says, hey, this particular plant, this version of the plant wasn't prepared for this type of environment, and it won't be. So we may need to consider a different option. All right, so let's move on. QTL, and this is a little bit more advanced, so I'm assuming, all right, but we can try it, right? Genomic regions associated with a particular quantitative trait like milk yield or plant height, right? And my hint to you guys in the chat, in 703, you could be his backup, right? He got two backups. He can call Goldbeard, he can ask the chat, or he can go multiple choice.
Ain't nothing against the chat, but I'm going with my man Goldbeard on it. If I have a question, that's where I'm going.
All right, so Goldbeard, if you are in the chat, this is on you.
If he's an option, that's my first option.
And
when I first came around, man, people was calling him the scientist.
Here you go. One of my best students. So Goldbeard, if Goldbeard is not available, it's almost like you calling him, right? If he doesn't pick up, then you are limited to a hint, multiple choice, or
hey, just in case Beard ain't around, I might need you, chat, man. Just because you were my second option, don't leave me hanging over here, chat.
All right, so Goldbeard expired. He's not here. He's gone. So you got three options. You can ask the chat, you can get a multiple choice, or I can give you a hint. Which one you going for? And the question is, let me bring the question.
You know what? I think the chat got me.
All right. Genomic regions associated with a particular quantitative trait, like milk yield or plant height. Oh, Goldbeard's here. So we'll let them do both. So the chat and Goldbeard can both help. We're looking for the word. I'm giving you the definition. The definition is genomic regions that are associated with a particular quantitative trait, such as milk yield or plant height. And I'm going to even give you a hint. I'm going to give you 3 options to help. Your hint is the letters Q, T, L. Q, T, L. That's your hint, chat. That's your hint, Goldbeard. That's your hint, 703. You have 30 seconds to bring me the correct answer. Timer starts now.
Hey, QTL, huh? Let's see.
I like that, Bob Marley. I like that. You close. Yeah, Goldbeard coming through. Goldbeard coming through with the definition. That's absolutely correct. Quantitative trait, low-key.
Hey, man.
Whoever said low-key up top, I seen you, Observer. That was hot. I liked it. That was warm. I like Bob Marley's quantitative value. That was hot. But we were looking for quantitative trait, low-key. Absolutely awesome job, chat.
Hey, I told you Goldbeard in the chat would have me, man. I told you.
All right, so if that's the case, what is the interaction between genes where the effect of one gene is modified by one or several other genes?
Oh, shit, I know this answer.
Interaction between genes where the effect of one gene is
You mic muted out.
Oh, I hit the mute by mistake. My fault. Interaction between genes where the effect of one gene is modified by one or several others. Good guess, Ray. I like that guess. QCE. You know what time it is. I like that. I like that guess in the trees. I like that guess.
This open book, man. I gotta go to my notes here, dog.
What's the interaction between genes where one gene is modified by one or several other genes? Epistatus. Awesome. Good job.
Yeah, King Mike. Chat got me again.
Also, one of my best students, Shaza. What up? Shout out to Australia.
Hey, you got me in the double Jeopardy questions, man. I'm falling behind now. I was off to a great start. The last couple I've been slacking.
Yo, make sure y'all tap. If you are from Australia, make sure you tap in with my brother, SK Strain Keepers. He should be here in the chat. I don't know what time it is in Australia, but he is one of Team Zaza leadership. So he can point you in the right direction if you're in Australia. Just wanted to cover that. Smoke break, chat. Time for a smoke break. Okay. Yeah, time for a smoke break. Then we'll into... No, we'll do a smoke break. We're gonna wait. We're gonna save our giveaway for the end of the show. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the show. But
we do got one more winner tonight. What you smoking on tonight? I'm sure the chat want to know, huh?
I'm smoking on. I don't know the name of it, but it's rapper weed.
Oh, the stomata or whatever it is.
Sambuca.
Yeah, it's a Lil Wayne weed, man. That's a stomata. I think that's what it is. That's what it is. If it came from Where I think it came from. That's what it is.
Yeah, no, it's definitely the Lil Wayne weed.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that shit smell like, man? What's it smell like? Give us a strain review real quick while we do our smoke break. Smoke break and strain review.
Well, it's really gassy. Really gassy. The smell is
Satsuma.
There you go. The smell is super pungent and very strong. Let's see if we can get a bud up here in the camera. But it's really nice. Oh, shit. Really frosty. I don't know if the camera's going to work with it, but no, probably not.
Right there.
There you go. That's a nice little bud, man. It's some fire. I ain't gonna lie. That's some gas, man. It's really gassy. Really stinky inky. Shout out to Tula.
What's the terps?
Tula crossed his own strain where he took Dead Ops times. What is it? Dead Ops times what? It is really good.
Says Satsuma.
Okay. Thank you, Go Beard. Go Beard just activated the code for you. 40% off. QCE is the coupon code. Make sure you tap in if you want. This is a coupon code that only you guys know about. Earn you damn near 40%.
Hey, but that code ain't forever. You got to act fast. You got 2 days after the show airs.
Absolutely. So, I'm smoking right now. Let's get our smoke on. I'm going to play some music, man.
You got the Satsuma. Smoking on the rapper weed. What we about to get into music-wise? Where we headed?
Oh my guys. I hope you can listen to this team as our theme song.
Hey, shout out to Nate, man. I rock with this track right here.
Welcome to La Casa, where I live like a king getting pasta. Whoa, bet they wanna stop us, cause they can't top us. Come with me to La Casa, you can stay the night, leave in Mayana. Whoa, mommy looking proper. Call a showstopper. Yeah, you know me, Mr. Show Me Where the Cash at. I'm in La Casa with mommy sipping on red cat. Facts, I keep a body where I rest at. Facts, pushing P right off the belly cat. Facts, they keep on coming by hundreds. Duffel bag, poppin' tags. I ain't stopping for nothing. My crib like sacks. Every floor looking haunted. I see dead people call them 6 fingers. I wanted to sit back. Give her whatever she wants. Louis V, some Celine, so I'm doing what I please. If she live on her knees, she might get a set of keys. I'm a king in this league. What you need, that's a breeze. They just say I got a lot though. Let's pop a bottle. My place face look like I just hit the lotto. She say I'm coming pronto. I twist up the fonto. Welcome to La Casa, where I'm the head honcho. Welcome to La Casa, where I live like a king getting pasta. Whoa, bet they wanna stop us. Cause they can't stop us. Come with me to La Casa. You can stay the night.
Yo, gorillas in the chat. Let me get some gorillas in the chat.
Call a showstopper. Como se llama, don't matter, the name stacks. And before we hit La Casa, introduce her to these racks. Couple goons, Pistol Street. Where them goonies never lack. Take a sip, roll a spliff. She got freaky after that. Dump your snap, got your ex. Let them notice where you at. Not the trap, cut relax. Kick your feet up and your back. Spend the night, change your life. Bet you wanna be my wife. Bet I think, need I say this is only for the night. Couldn't speak, grab the sheet, started.
I need to roll up.
This is session and a lesson. I could really change your life. At the price, take a flight just from whipping all this white. She's surprised.
Them boys vibing on this guy.
Like that's a type, I'm precise. Swag, dripping hella bright. 2 chains, not a lane. Hating, don't be sounding right. Pretty thing, with your gang, we can meet up, would you like?
Shout out to South Africa. Teams are in the building. International.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Bet they wanna stop us. Cause they can't top us. Come with me to La Casa. You can stay the night, leave in Mayana. Mommy looking proper. Call a showstopper. Welcome to La Casa, where I live like a king eating pasta. Whoa. Bet they wanna stop us.
They want to stop us.
They can't top us. Come with me to La Casa.
Hey.
You can stay the night, leave in Mayana. Mommy looking proper. Call a showstopper.
Shout out to my brother Nate, man. Very talented brother, man. So creative. He makes clothes. He cooks. Yeah, he started Team Zaza.
Why didn't you pay for this beat though?
He said, "Why didn't you beat though, Nate? Come on."
Yeah.
He threw that in the end. Why you ain't pay for this beat though?
Yeah.
That's funny. Hey, yo, but my boy started years ago. So about 4 years ago, he started Zaza Grill. So if you ever see it, he got a logo and everything. He had it for a while now, but that he's a cook, so he wants to do that. That's just gonna be his thing one day. I mean, I'm a forward thinker, man. So a lot of my ideas actually happen years later because I think of them so far ahead of time. I could sit here and name. Hey, much love to y'all, man. Let's get back into it, man. Shout out to
Trini, man. Shout out to Trini, man.
Tony here.
Oh, he been in here, man.
Much love to my brother. I can't keep up with all his different styles. He got different pages and different. He be moving like a ninja in the darkness on these fools out here on Instagram. He trying to lay low right now. Yeah. So I really want to get into what it's time to get into. I mean, it's about time to get into my favorite portion of the show. Hopefully it's y'all's favorite portion of the show as well. And remember, starting next week, we officially are launching Grow of the Week. So I don't think I mentioned that yet. That's big news. Yeah, that's huge news, man. What is Grow of the Week? Grow of the Week, where we did mention the new channel where you post community highlights, but from that community highlight section, each week, me, 703, and Team Zaza in the back channel are going to choose a winner for Grow of the Week, bro. Grow of the Week. And you're going to win. You're going to win a prize, most likely some genetics, whatever I want to get you. Whatever we come up, whatever is lit. Whatever is lit. We just want to give you what's lit. So at the time of your win, you will be notified what you're going to win. So that is new development in the show. Every week we'll choose a Grow of the Week. So make sure if you want to be a part of this community highlight to visit the QCE community highlight section so we can showcase your grow. So we can, hey, I wonder, is there anything in there right now? Is it? Y'all know. Chat, did y'all drop anything in there now? I see one new. All right, I see a couple. Okay, I see. They've been active on Discord though here recently, man. All right. They've been real active. I see a couple. So if you want to, be showcased as a community highlight, moving forward next week, we officially start the community highlight section from QCE Community Highlights Discord room, as well as the Grow of the Week officially starts next week. So join if you want to be a submission. Just join the Discord. Make sure you submit your Grow of the Week. We want to showcase you. We want to show you love because this is the community portion of the show. My favorite portion, man. What about you, 703? What's your favorite portion of the show? Man, I just love being here with the community, but I do like the community portion the most, like you do.
it's cool to see what everybody else has got growing. Look at everyone else's setups. You know, maybe get a little inspiration on how to do things a little different. I mean, it's a good way to get ideas. And I just love seeing what our community brings to the table, man.
Yeah. No restrictions. It don't matter. You don't have to. Remember too, that's also the QCE Community Highlights page is also the page where I will be collecting photos for the book, for my breeding book. So if you want to be in a breeding book, make sure you drop your submissions in QCE Community Highlights, man. Make sure you label the strain too, what we grow in there. Give some info on your submission, so I can provide that info. Reminder, what makes me think of that reminder, only my strains are going in the book. So if you are a community highlights section and you one of my strains, I will consider that picture or photo. If it's high resolution, we'll consider it for the dead ops. I mean, the breeding book. All right. So moving forward, let's take a look. Let's see what we got in the community highlight section right now, because like I said, it is a new section. But let's see, let's move it over here. Let's move it over here. I'm kind of high, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
The smoke break's catching up with us, man. It's all right though. We got a lot of content to cover for you guys in the community section here on this Discord, man. We've been getting a lot of people adding into this almost on a daily thing. So shout out to y'all for keeping us informed on what's going on in your grows, and we'd like to see it in the community highlights section.
Wow, that's nice, man.
Yeah. Hashtag QCE. Look at that.
That's from Justin, man. Justin growing. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Damn. Got the AC Infinity set up, going hard.
Little double trellis going. I like to see that, man. He's got a nice canopy in there. Everything's pretty much like uniform and at the same height. Those plants look pretty happy. This is towards the end of the cycle, right? He's gonna have some good weed in a couple weeks.
It's like 2 or 3 different strains. Gotta be. Maybe more. I see like at least 4 strains in here, no?
Yeah, it's a lot going on, and that back corner is a solo plant. The one in the back is different than the one in the front. And that one to the far left is definitely different. And it looks like there's another one off to the right, right?
This is almost like a different strain here in the middle, and one on the outside, and then one here in this left corner, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he said it's 4 strains.
There you go. I can almost pick them out. I can almost see the difference. That's what I'm saying. That's my trained eye, man. Beautiful grow, man. Wow. Awesome job, dude.
Yeah, those a real good looking tent right there.
And it's a closet conversion, too. Wow. Shout out to you, man. What a freaking hell of a freaking... Is that a closet grow? Is that what you're saying? Hanging in the closet? Oh, you're saying... Oh, no. He's saying the harvest, he already harvested and it's hanging in the closet. Okay. I'm about to say, hell no, this can't be converted into it. This is huge. Okay, even that's a hell of a fucking... You must got a big-ass walk-in closet for all that damn harvest.
Yeah. That looks good, man. He seems like he's going to be real happy here in a couple of weeks once he gets through his dry and cure. What do you think?
Hell yeah, that's awesome fire, too. All looks good. All looks gassy and pretty much fire. Nice job on that grow, man. Damn. Up next, we got Dead Ops. But that, sheesh. So I'm saying typical Dead Ops with the frosty fan leaves. And I remember this plant because Dad is one of my closest friends, as well as Team Zaza leader. But he's been one of my closest friends for over 20 years, and I remember this grow. I'm saying that to say I saw this grow personally, and this same plant was up against the light, touching the AC Infinity or whatever bar light it was, right? Super hot, right? When people talk about heat stress, this is a plant that's experiencing the worst level of heat stress you could ever receive. Those buds grew past the lights, through the bars past the lights. So at one point they was sitting up under the light, and then they went in between the bars. But that's the result. No herm, it kept producing frostiness, kept producing good weed, didn't break, bend, or fold, man. And that's a superior athlete, bro. It's what you're dealing with. A superior female athlete right there with hella vigor and strong genetics, willing to take on any environment. That's dead ops. So shout out to Dad, man. What a beautiful plant.
Yeah, the dead ops is always frosty though, man. I look for it. Like that plant is very impressive. Like when I first came around, I remember you saying dead ops, your goal was to give new growers confidence with stable genetics.
Yeah, you can see the results of the heat stress though. If you look here, that's heat stress. That's the leaves drying up from the light.
It's still performing.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely, every time. See a little heat stress here, a little dry burn leaf. Nice grow, man. Nice job. One of the more legendary. Definitely gonna be making it in the book. So y'all got time to submit for the book as well, man. If you got dead ops, make sure that you got more than enough time to get. Even if you haven't started to grow yet, even if you don't have dead ops yet, you got more than enough time to get it, pick it up, and grow it, and make sure that you make this book. I'm assuming that I'm giving myself 12 months to complete the book, so hopefully we have it done before then. But I want to make something fire, legendary for the community. So that is the completion of the community highlights news section. But we do have our previous, and a huge reason why we wanted to kind of transition and move everything into one room is because we don't know if we have people's permission to show their grow as a highlight, right? Maybe not everybody wants to be highlighted. Maybe some people just want to show the Discord, maybe showing their pictures for, just for the internal reasons. So definitely want to consider that as well. Shout out to Smokes for bringing that to my attention, man. He's been a huge team leader on Team Zaza. So much love to Smokes and everybody else that's on Team Zaza that's been a huge part of just the development of the show. Goldbeard, King Mike, been a huge support system. Dad, everybody, Blunt Society, everybody who we know. Shout out to B4 Earth, everybody who we know we can depend on when it comes to just pitching in and helping us. And not only that, the YouTube family, right? Been a huge foundational start for the QCE The Podcast. So much love to y'all. W's to the chat, man.
Yeah. All right. Shout out to the QCE community and shout out to the gang for sure.
Yeah. So I guess we will, for the last week, we will visit our Discord rooms and just look at some stuff that we got going on. What y'all feel like, chat? What y'all say? Do we visit some of the rooms or do we respect people's privacy and not post it here? Because this is the last week we're going to show it anyway, right? I mean, a little peek won't hurt, will it?
Yeah, I mean.
I don't know if we got too much going on.
What y'all things going on? I know we got a little something going on.
Ooh, this Panero coming through with the setup. What is this? Oh, this is an electrical box or something?
Okay, he running wires over there. He on some next level shit.
I don't know what the hell I'm looking at, but it looks pretty. Okay, you upgraded it. Oh, he had the old one. He had that old one, and then you upgraded it to this thing.
You bring trenches over to the shed. Get that power over there.
Okay.
Okay, now we're in the shed. He's got a nice clean setup, right? Nice clean setup. Shout out to you, Panero. Looking real good.
What type of light is that? That's a long ass light, man. What type of light is that, Panero? It's a long ass light, man.
I don't know what brand that is.
Long as hell. It's like a 6 foot long light.
Super clean setup, though. Super clean setup.
Oh no. Okay, so
look at the sides of the colas on that plant in the back on the right there. Did you see that?
Hold on. So it don't look so long from this angle.
Those plants in the back on the right on that last picture, man. Right there. Those look like some solid buds, right?
Yeah, really nice. Really nice setup all around that he created with this shed. Looks a lot smaller from this angle, like a more of a 4x4 kind of space. I guess it's the way the phone took the picture. It looks super long going sideways here. And this is a side shot. Nice, man. Okay. Yeah, it looks more like an Evo 8 now. Nice fucking building. Oh, excuse my language. Damn, nice building, man.
Yeah. Look, he got the whole setup too. It looks like an AC system right there. He's ready to go. That's a real clean setup. I seen today too on his page, man. He got a banner with his name on it. He's all branded out in the tent. It looks real good.
Yeah, nice. Beautiful setup, man. Here's a little video. Doing some sheetrock in there. Oh, you putting sheetrock up now? Or was it already done?
No, you put that sheetrock up. It looks like he's drywall in there. Did some electricity work, man.
Oh, okay. So this was before the sheetrock here. And now you're putting sheetrock up. Thinking, okay, you're going to make walls. Okay, this will be nice, man. Damn, dude. You about to go all out. About to be nice, bro. I want one of those.
Yeah, right. That's a nice little setup. Nice little setup.
I want one of those. Man, somebody could have caught this Pokemon if they wanted. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, somebody could have. They missed it.
It's Panero again coming through with a different angle. I like it, man. It looks really good. All right, I think we saw the rest of the dope setup. I think these were from last week, right? No, maybe not. Yeah, these are from last week. All right, so concentrates. We saw that. Auto flowers. Did we see these? These look nice.
Yeah, a little bit of trichome production over there on the sugar leaves already, earlier flower.
Yeah, what a pretty picture, man.
It is a nice picture.
Get them trikes.
Yeah, them things are frosty early.
Trikes popping. Ooh. You got a nice camera too. What kind of phone you got?
Yeah, hey, it's time for another poll, man. Let's give them something to respond to. Apple or Android?
Apple or Android?
For the phone, Apple or Android, man?
703 wants to know.
I gotta know. Do we got a bunch of Apple users or we got a bunch of Android users in there? What's the community rocking with? What's the consensus?
Well, so
we had this debate earlier. Where were we? On Instagram or Discord or something?
So first of all, the last poll, we didn't get the results. 89% of you said that you've upgraded your gear since you started. So shout out to y'all for upgrading your gear, and we will run a new poll.
89%. I guess that's about what I figured it would be.
So let's let 703 know. We definitely did. Oh, really? Interesting. This will be an interesting one. Are you running an Android or an Apple? And how do you feel about your camera?
Yeah, that's a good question too. What's like the guy who you camera here? I don't know if he's in the chat right now, but I'd like to know what kind of camera he was using. The thing looked like it took really good pictures. It was very clear.
All right, so I think we got a new submission from. Well, you want to post it in QCE Community Highlights. Where did you post it? In Breeding Projects. So that's not the place where you want to post. I guess you can. Yeah, I guess you can. That originally is not why I created this room, so I didn't even think people was posting pictures in. Damn, look at all this activity in here.
Yeah. Hey, the Discord be active, bro. They be in there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So look. So this is from Law, and this is the Red Dead. Let me see. What do you call it?
I think it was Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead Redemption. Is that the name of it?
I think that's what it was.
What's the cross? Dead Ops times what? Family super frosty. Typical of Dead Ops for sure.
But Dead Ops children are all frosty plants, man. Everything I've seen that's crossed with Dead Ops has like really, really good trichome production.
Purple Ghost Candy times Dead Ops. Who is that by? Who's the breeder on that? It depends on what you consider fire. That's a good question. If you breed fire, what fire does it make fire? When you breed high quality with high quality, it breeds high quality. So you can't. So the word fire is a general opinionated term, right? What's fire to me may not be fire. The same thing may not mean the same to you.
Yeah, it's subjective, right?
Exactly. Thank you. It's subjective. What are we looking at here? What is that?
Looks like you broke and he taped it because it was a. It looks like he got it based on what I'm seeing. It looks like it snapped a branch and he had to tape it to get through. Maybe he was trying to do some trading. He might have snapped a branch, or it could have been too heavy. I've had that happen before as well.
I don't think he's saying that. Was this what is this? Did it break by mistake and then you try to tape it? Because I don't see it looks like it's not connected, is what I'm saying. Like what is happening here? Is this oh, you broke it by mistake, broke in half, so I had to okay. And so I mean at this development though, what are we taping here? It's already full, it's almost at the end of flower, isn't it? Like what I look at this bud here, it's nothing to tape really, because it's like, look, it's already done. Right? At this late stages in development, what are we looking to repair? There is no, right? I don't know. I mean, I would have broke the motherfucker off and dried it, right? I would have been like, shit.
Hey, Zah said he would have hung that piece and smoked it.
Yeah, right? What are we trying to do here?
It's close enough in your mind, huh?
Oh, okay. He did it a long time ago. Okay. So you was taking the tape off.
Okay, yeah.
But it looks like it never mended, right? It never grew together. It looks completely separate. I don't know. Maybe it ripped once he took the tape off. Maybe it broke again. I don't know. Interesting.
It is.
Interesting.
Have you ever had to tape any of your plants? Never break? You have to tape anything up? I know I have personally.
Oh man, I got all type of stuff going on in this. I'm here to answer any breeding questions. Vigor and superior genetics. I don't F with the weak. Happy growing. Hunt Z F6 Fem with F6 regs. Back cross second generation and kept the IBL going to F6 again. Always 100% germination. Who is this in my Discord?
I don't know. What did he say?
He's here to answer any breeding questions. That's fine. Shout out to him, man. Much love to him. But make sure that you he's doing a lot of talking. Let's see. If you're wanting to pollinate, grow them out and selectively pick the best smelling and structured male. See, y'all got to get in these rooms. Y'all need to be monitoring this. We can't be like, this dude is not even on y'all team. And he's over here. Like, I don't know how y'all allow stuff like this to go down. But, I mean, that's Team Zaza, right? I don't know. I guess this dude just took over one of your rooms to educate. I don't know.
I don't know. I ain't been in that room in a little bit. I have to check it out after the show.
All right, well, either way, seems like something new that's taking place. So y'all should probably, it seems like it just started.
Yeah, I'm pretty active on there. I hadn't seen that before tonight.
Started on 3:30. So, I mean, he's been active as so much love to him. Thank you for wanting to support, but you need to harness in that energy and make sure it's appropriate within my classroom, because I don't want nobody putting out bad information or I don't got time to read all of that shit he was talking, but ultimately we want to make sure that people are putting out good information and good information only, but you'll never know if you're not in there. So he could be saying whatever. So shout out to him, man. Much love. Much love to whoever's out trying to, each one teach one. And it's super important to share knowledge and we welcome everybody to join our classrooms and participate. And why am I audio in Discord? I don't want to. I'm on the smoke room. Let me get out. Yeah, we encourage everybody to come in and participate and each one teach one. But we want to create a foundation where it's a classroom environment and it's good information, no bro knowledge, and we know based on this community that we function in, it's not too much good information floating around here. It hasn't been for a really long time. And that's why I came to change the game. And we have been making a huge impact as a community. Shout out to the Zaza YouTube. And that guy might be a part of that QCE movement, that QCE community. So we just need you guys, Team Zaza, YouTube, Team Zaza community, to hone in on your Discord. That's your home, your community. Check in, make sure all of the information is good. Make sure that, because me, I'm in the audio room, smoke room. I'm in the, I'm in different audio rooms. I'm not doing too much of the posting the words and all that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to run y'all community. It's a lot of people. And harness it in, man. Harness that energy and use it efficiently and effectively so it helps everyone in a positive way. But much love to everybody. But take care of y'all Discord, Team Zaza YouTube, Team Zaza regular. That's y'all stuff. That's y'all home, man. Listen, and I ain't got nothing against dude. I don't know him. And we ain't going to spend too much time on this. But imagine somebody just walking around in your house cooking. Right?
He's cooking. He's standing in the kitchen cooking.
Hey, I ain't saying that cooking is a bad thing. I actually know that we need to eat and we enjoy food. We all love food. But who opened the door and let you up in here cooking my shit? Ultimately, y'all need to go find out who's in your kitchen right now. Much love to him. Thank you for cooking a meal. We appreciate the nutrition. But we got to know who's cooking up in here, man. Everybody ain't no chef.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't a chef, man. But we appreciate the efforts, man. Much love to Team Zaza YouTube. Much love to Team Zaza 4.0. I don't call them that, but that's technically, when I'm saying the regular Team Zaza, I'm thinking Team Zaza 4.0. And if you Team Zaza YouTube, you want to move over and join Team Zaza 4.0, feel free, man. They have an Instagram room you can join. It's a very, very educational-based community. If you want to tap in with those guys, they manage in their own room. If you want to be a part of the team, you want to be a prospect, you want to see behind the scenes, tap in with 703. He's one of the leaders of Team Zaza, and he will, they recruit, they do their own recruiting, they do all of that stuff. So
yeah, we're active, actively looking for good people. So feel free to reach out, like you said. You can hit me on Instagram. You can hit me at Gmail just add gmail.com to the end of what you're seeing on the screen.
I think Tula was in y'all's back channel before. He was in your was he? I think he was. Yeah, I remember. He was in the back channel with y'all before on Instagram. Yeah. I think he I don't know what happened, but Tula, you welcome back, I guess, too. Depends on that's their thing. I let them do their own thing, so I can't really say, but tap in with 703, man, if you're interested in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
What you rolling up again?
Yeah.
Clean out the blunt?
Tula, empty calories, yeah. But for me, it's really like, how you get in here? Like how you cooking up in the crib. But no, it's good too, because but you got to understand me too. I don't make a lot of, you see what I'm saying? I don't always make the right decisions. I make a lot of the right decisions, but I always don't make the right decision, especially when it comes to, sometimes I may make a choice based on an ideology that's not common, right? It might not be a common viewpoint. It might be more of a personal thing that, my way of thinking type of shit. And it's not good to, you see what I'm saying? It's not good for me to always be in charge of every aspect of things. Like, dude, for example, I probably would have blah, blah, blah. You feel me? But nah. Feel me? So anyway, the smoke break, man. We getting into the last 20 minutes of the show. It's been a bomb with y'all, man. Episode 4. I had an excellent time, man. I really enjoyed myself. And I hope you guys enjoy your show as well. This is your show. This is the community show, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. When they mention community, I ain't gonna lie to you. Don't even worry about it. I ain't gonna say it. I'm changed man. I got a whole new game plan. I'm telling you. I'm a changed man. Listen, I don't even talk my shit no more.
Yeah.
I'm a whole change.
Switching it up on them though. Showing them the diversity.
I was about to talk my shit, but I'm a changed man. I got a whole new game plan.
That's it.
Look at the range, man.
Chat. What artist said that? That's what I want to know. I want to know if the chat know. What happened on our last poll?
What the last poll? All right. Android versus iPhone. 66% of the chat, 30 votes are Android users.
Sheesh.
Really?
They green bubbles. They green bubbles.
Wow.
That's a lot.
I think that was one of the most interesting parts of the show. I had no idea. I thought it would at least be 50-50, dude.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Man. A lot of people go on that Android, man. I personally love my iPhone. I have no reason to switch.
66% though? I guess it's all my friends have iPhones. It seems like all my people I text got iPhones. Everybody I know.
Click. He like that blunt again.
Listen.
I be geeking every time I hear that.
Hey. Yo, bro. Is it time to change? Oh, I think I might want to change to an Android, bro. I think they got the better technology and the gadgets. And I'm getting.
I don't really know how to use the Android though.
Yeah, but
Android, I feel like a fish out of water, man. I don't know how to use that motherfucker. I'm not saying that it's not a nice phone, and I will openly admit that the camera does better than the iPhone camera.
They just got a whole bunch of gadgets and shit that's cool, and I'm a techie, so it's like, you know, like I feel like iPhone is holding me back.
You think it's holding you back though?
I think it's holding me back, man. I'm thinking I might be ready for another giveaway. You thought I was gonna say I was buying that stupid ass phone, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Stay with iPhone forever. But good news is it's time for a giveaway, man.
It's time for a giveaway. What's the word for him this time, huh?
The word. The bird is the word. Said the word. The bird is the word. I said the word is. It's gonna be I was about to say pause, a long one, but it's kind of I was gonna say. So this one is Cultivar Crush.
Cultivar Crush.
Cultivar Crush. If you want to participate in this giveaway, I know everybody ain't got that, you know what I mean? Spelling on point like that. You feel me? But sound it out.
He said, sound it out. He said, sound it out phonetically.
Yeah. Hey, come on. It'll come to you. Look at the chat. Look at your neighbor. Say, neighbor. Yeah. Hey, look over there.
One word.
One word. You feel me? For sure. And Cultivar Crush, man. All right, and I'm gonna get it together right now while we chill for our last giveaway, last smoke break of the night.
Everybody roll on something fresh. You know what I mean?
Crush is the word. We got 12 in there, so we got some spellers. We got 12 people. Y'all better copy off the right paper. That's my suggestion.
Yeah. Not all papers are the same.
Hey, I don't know, Ray. You looking a little. Take the S off of there, Ray. Take the S off. No S. Cultivar Crush. I see. Yeah, it's gonna be a tricky one for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen.
Hey, why don't we give them the answers to the test and put it up on the screen before we draw it?
The answer to the test?
All right. To the test.
All right.
It's gonna be open book for all my dogs that stayed for the whole show. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna give them an easy way out this evening. We're gonna put it up on the screen for them. Make sure everybody gets a chance to get in.
My chat knows how to spell. This the most educated community in the home grow whole sector, man. Stop playing with us. We got the most educated.
Hey, you standing on that for her. You standing on that for her.
My chat is the smartest. I don't care what nobody say. That's how we coming. That's how we bumming. Oh, I'm high. Sorry. Wrong thing. Look, it's crazy how you can always blame something. So, look, all right. So that drives me to thinking, is being high a disadvantage? Because we always run to the first excuse when we fuck up. I was high.
Yeah. I mean, some of the best ideas have happened while a person was high. Some of the worst maybe as well. I'm sure there's an argument for both, so I guess it just depends, man.
We got 17 people in the giveaway. This is the smoke portion, so exactly, I'm high, my bad. You feel me? Like, is high a disadvantage? Or y'all just so biased, y'all would never admit that it's actually an overall general disadvantage.
You think it
motor skills
and disadvantage?
I don't know.
That's your stance?
I don't know. I think it is. I think it's a disadvantage. I think when you're high, you're really not. You kind of just off point a little bit. What y'all say? What do you think, 703? You think that you?
I don't know. I be high all the time, so that that is my on point because I don't never be no other way. You know what I mean?
The observer said, "I'm smoking train wreck. It's an absolute disadvantage."
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, maybe it is a disadvantage, but it's the only way I ever am. So, I mean, I would never know because I'm not going to not be high to find out. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. I mean, what about y'all, Chad? What y'all think? I feel like that's my stance on it though, for sure. He said train wreck though. That's pretty funny. I had train wreck at one point when I was growing, man. Purple train wreck. It was a clone out of Michigan. Not really sure of the genetics. I was excited about it. It's one of the first times I ever grew, but it was a good plant. Train wreck's a real good plant.
Train wreck got that real gassy sour diesel kind of vibe to it too. So if you're looking for that hard skunky headband, train wreck, those are the ones. If you're a sour diesel lover from that old school Harlem sour diesel era, and you know about that, and you wish you had that again, those are the strains that you can get close. Not like a skunk number one, even though that the strain itself smelled like a skunk, literally a skunk in your pocket. It's like skunk number one. It's not really giving you that. You gotta get from a train wreck or a month or a headband or something.
Hey, that might be a gem he just dropped right there.
Or them thiols too.
Hey,
man.
them tiles, absolutely. I feel like that's a big part of it because you could have it and never know because you didn't do You know what I mean?
Smoke said, I'm high as hell. Don't know what y'all saying. We smoke vibing right now, and we about to run this giveaway. Let's go.
Yeah.
Last giveaway of the night. Much love to the gang, man. Rocking with us. John, my dog.
Yeah, shout out to John.
Much love, John. Yeah, I'm gonna be happy to get my boy some of this Zaza genetics, man. Much love, gang.
Yeah.
We got heavy CBD, low THC. I call it Dirty Guy. ACDC times low lab Valley Cashmere Lemon. You can smoke as much as you want all day. It would only help. High effect is a mind clear and body relaxed. There you go, man. Much love. Sounds like something that's a lot of people will love, man, especially like the old heads. They think like that stuff we got is chemically grown in the lab and all that shit. All right, man. So let's wrap up this show. Make sure you visit zazagenetics.com, man, and use code QCE for 40% off, man. All right. Make sure it's been a ball. It's been a blast rocking with y'all. You know, what you got for us, 703? What did you think about this week's fourth episode, man?
Yo, I feel like we stepped up and came in with a good format. I like the new way we're running it moving forward. I hope the community enjoys it too. I feel like it gave us a little bit more diverse conversation, and we really got to get interactive with the chat. And I'm looking forward to continuing to do it this week after week and bringing you guys quality to the community through education, because QCE is what we're about.
That's it, man. That's it, man. And next week's episode, make sure you tune in. Episode 5. Make sure you tune in. It's all about pheno hunting. Pheno hunting 101, man. So make sure you stay tuned and catch us episode 5 for the pheno hunting 101. We'll learn how to find, track, and keep all the best of the best. All right. And make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you submit your grow. Don't forget. And follow Team Zaza on Discord, Instagram, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe if you're new to the channel. And check out all of the breeding content and just all the content we got up there. Mostly breeding stuff up there. Educational stuff on the channel. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you check out some of those old video as well, man. And
make sure to smash the like button on the way out.
Yeah, smash the like button and make sure you see people how you want to be treated, man. Navigate this community with class and enthusiasm. And treat people how you want to be treated, man. Each one teach one, right? Join the Discord for some real community, man. All right. Other than that, we're gonna rock out, man. Let's hit this chronic, man, and let's vibe up to the theme song.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Shout out to the chat. Rasta, man, I see you. John Lindsay, much love. Train Keeper, Ray, much love. Brick City forever. Dave, what up? I see you. Much love to the chat, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Episode 4 is in the books. Another legendary show.
Episode 4, look at many more.
Yeah. Shout out to the Observer, man, spreading knowledge. Now that's a teacher. I see you, Observer. I see you. Make sure you get in that Discord with me. Let's build. Curly Green Lee, much love, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Curly, man.
Thank you for your support, man. Thank you for Team Zaza YouTube as a whole, man. Kurt, what up? Much love, Kurt. Double A, much love, man. Shout out to the chat.
Yeah.
Go Big Genetics. And we leaving here and I'm going straight to the Discord, man. So if you want to rock with us after this, make sure you catch us. I love you, and we out of here, man.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, you heard me?
Yeah, you know it.
Turn up the leaf blower and the lawnmower.
He smoked the sour. Should've been a hippie, should've been a shower. Red with no dread, black cop.
Another thing, don't forget to join the Discord.